So it be. So it is. So it is. So it is. So it is. It's a Tennessee thing. Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Sam Beard, Bad News, Bubba. Cody McClure is en route. We'll see him when we see him. On this Tuesday edition of Talk Sports, it is Alabama Hate Week, as Bubba has titled the video. Bama Hate Week, Part 2 in a 5-part series, culminating with Tennessee heading to Tuscaloosa. Happy Tuesday morning or afternoon or evening. Hell, it might be Wednesday or Thursday by the time you're listening to this, but whenever you are listening to it, we do appreciate it. It is October 14th, coming off of a pretty good 8.5 out of 10 Monday night doubleheader in the NFL. A Monday night doubleheader in Major League Baseball playoffs. Pretty solid sports evening. Sam Beard, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it was a good night of sports last night. Normally only get like all the TVs firing for a college football Saturday, but doubleheader on Monday Night Football and some baseball calls for it. Almost got a opening game win for the Brewers. Was hoping that they could pull through there, but still a good game nonetheless. And in my big dynasty league that I play in, I knocked off the undefeated champ, who's just been an absolute juggernaut for the past 2 seasons. So I'm riding high this morning, honestly.
Did you do it? Was it a fluke, or did your boys just finally reach their potential? There's always a difference. Like, did everything on your team finally click, or did he have some tough luck?
I would say that he had Malik Neighbors go down with the injury.
Yeah, that's
and then
tough.
Justin Jefferson's on a bye week. But he's got just a loaded roster because he still has, even with those two guys, he's got Jackson Smith and Jigba, Puka, and Emeka Egbuka. So
you got lucky this week.
I got pretty lucky.
Yeah.
But hey, sometimes you gotta be good to be lucky.
Puka and Egbuka getting hurt. But yeah, that guy's running a run shot over your league right now with 4 just absolute studs. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him, but good for you for taking him down. It's a good feeling. That's what William did to me in the station league this week. Not acting like I'm a juggernaut by any means, but I felt pretty comfortable about my standing compared to his. And then he took his belt off and beat my ass.
I've noticed that I never. It's always just like one or the other with my fantasy stuff. I either probably win in our station league here and get schlacked and everything else, or it's just the opposite way. I can never have it all.
Which, not to step on headlines later, but since we're brought up Puka, I do see that now the Rams are saying he dodged a long-term injury. It was very weird how they brought him back out in the second half of that game. Didn't throw him the ball, just let him come out and run block every now and then.
I do have a funny it's
almost like the gambling websites, like, because they all do these like first quarter, first half insurance plays. Like, hey, if your guy gets hurt in the first half and your bets are voided, but like Puka came back in the second half and just ran some cardio, and people online were very mad about it.
My buddy from high school, he lives out in Utah, and he's in this like Instagram group with a bunch of different people, and it's like a LeBron group chat basically, and they just send LeBron highlights and stats and glorify King James.
Sure.
And he sent us a screenshot yesterday, and he goes, someone added Puka Nakua to this LeBron group chat. And so he just screenshotted it, and Puka Nacua gets added, and his first message is just our glorious king.
Pukas?
Yeah.
Nice. Love that. Love that.
So I guess he's just a little banged up, and he's needing to go straight to the source for LeBron for a little motivation.
Good deal from Puka. Bubba, top of the morning to you. How the hell are you?
I'm a man on a mission today, John.
Nice. Okay.
The mission is to get some better airflow in the room. I don't know why I said airflow, but
Over there on your side?
no, like in my personal bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
It's
like
pretty simple. Just buy a
put
box fan, brother.
well, those are pretty noisy, but
You don't like noise?
depends on what the noise is.
I love the sound of a good
Yeah.
box fan.
But no, so
Mine's always running.
I'm basically looking for like a cube organizer because like the place I want to put is on top of my mini fridge.
But wait, you were looking for a what organizer?
Like a cube organizer, like a shelf, you know,
Cube organizer. Okay.
or just something that's stackable to where I could like have the stuff underneath it and then have the fan on top of it. Cause like I don't know, it gets brutal in there.
Well,
But enough of that.
What about opening a window? It's starting to get that time of year.
I just don't like doing that.
so you just don't want. I don't want a box fan. I don't want a window. I'm gonna do something weird. What are you gonna do? How are you
I
gonna
don't
fix the airflow without the two easiest things to fix the airflow?
I don't know. That's the question. That's why I'm a man on a mission, John.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like I'm on a mission. I really want a hamburger, but I'm not gonna eat at any restaurants or go cook one. I'm just gonna have to find a hamburger out in the wild. Like
I'm not going to keep my window up at night.
You keep it up at night?
No, I'm not going to.
Why not? That's airflow.
My neighborhood is not the place for that, John.
You think somebody's gonna shoot you?
It's happened before.
The window's not gonna stop it, is it? Will the glass stop it?
No, it goes through.
Right. So what's the matter if it's up or down? If they shoot in, they're gonna get you anyways. What's the difference?
But if they see that it's up, I feel like people are more inclined to be like, oh, that's easier to break through than the whole.
Oh, you think they're gonna come in and get you?
No, I get me, but get my PS5.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Got to protect the baby in there.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. You thought about putting some bars up? I mean, I feel like that would help if you just had if your windows were barred, you could then
No,
open the
'cause I
window.
need a fire escape plan, you know?
It's always something, ain't it?
Yeah.
It is always something. Okay. You boys do anything fun last night?
I mean, I got to watch playoff baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, run of the mill sports night for me. Made some dinner. Went
Nice.
to the gym.
What'd you make for dinner?
Tacos.
Nice. It's
Classic.
Monday, not Tuesday, but okay.
Well, you bring your leftovers in for Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday
Mhm.
leftovers. Okay, good to
Mhm.
hear. I got me one of those chicken finger fill-up boxes. That was a nice little dinner.
Hell
No
yeah.
longer $5.
I added a fourth tender.
Oh.
They have the option where you can add up a fourth tender, and it was like $7.50. Still a good deal. Still a good deal, in my opinion.
You go just tenders? Nothing else?
Well, they put fries in there.
Oh, okay.
They put tenders, fries, and
Want
a
the
drink
fries
for like
and
and
the
two rolls for like $8 basically. Leave a $3 tip. It's pretty good dinner.
Yeah.
Old lady was at Dollywood doing some family stuff, so I had to fend for myself.
Without you?
I didn't want to go, but I
Oh.
also had to work. I said I didn't want to go, but I also wasn't invited. But I couldn't. I had stuff I had to do here. It's busy season, man. It's Alabama week. I can't be out gallivanting around. It's work time.
Amen to that.
Watched a little Love Is Blind last night. You guys watch that at all?
I haven't.
I don't know if you'd like it, Sam.
Love is Blind. Let me look it up.
You don't even know what the concept is? Well, the concept is they put these people in this room and they don't get to see each other.
Mm.
They put it's a dating show, and they basically bring in 10 girls, 10 guys, and they just do like some speed dating and try to find a match. And then they stop and then talk and try to develop chemistry with some of them. And then the idea is at the end of the 2 weeks or whatever, it's a really short time, they propose to each other.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, they propose to each other and leave the house together. And then whatever, let's just say there's 5 couples that couple up successfully. They then go like on a trip. Everybody goes on a trip together and kind of mingles. And then after that, they like basically come back home and have to start like getting a life ready together.
Wow.
They get a month basically to decide, like meet each other's parents, meet each other's friends, figure out living arrangements. And then at the end of that month, there's a wedding. Now, on the wedding side, like,
Are all the weddings together? Or is
No,
it
I don't-
separate?
Are they all
No,
paid
they're-
for?
say what, Bubba?
Are all the weddings paid for?
I assume so. I assume the show is picking up the cost on the ring and everything. I assume, but I'll be honest, this is only like it's only the second time I've really watched it. I watched a little bit like 2 seasons ago, and this one a little bit. So I don't know the exact details. I'm not a real fan by any means, but yeah, there's about 30%, 40% of them actually going through with the wedding, and then even lower than that if they actually stay together. I mean, it seems pretty clear that everyone's just in it to get internet famous, but
I think they should throw like one actual blind person into the cast.
I've maintained they should put some ugly people in there. Like that to me would spice it up, because for the most part, every time I've watched, it's been at least like 8.
How would I apply for this show?
Well, they do it in cities. So like this one's in Denver, so you had to be around Denver. There was the one I watched a couple seasons ago was in South Carolina, so you might have had, or North Carolina, maybe it was Charlotte. You would have had a chance maybe to be on it. I'm sure they go to like Atlanta too, so maybe you could be on it, Bubba. But yeah, like everyone's at least an 8. Although this season there is one girl that's kind of chunky and crazy. I don't really think
she's a 10, baby.
I don't really think she's an 8, but I was watching her last night just freak out because I told you they went to Mexico, Sam, on this trip, and her husband or her fiance or whatever, he just got really drunk. And he went home, he went back to the room and was sleeping. Then she came in and woke him up, and he was disoriented. So he was asking questions you would as if you had spent a day at the pool drinking all day. And she's like, "What is wrong with you?" He's like, "What? What are you talking about?" "I'm so mad." And he's just like, "Are you serious right now?" And I was just laughing. I was giggling because I was like, this guy needs to run. Because A, she's not pretty, but B, she is so annoying. That's how I spent most of my night. What's up, Cody? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man. Good morning. Quite a morning here. It's good to be here. Good to be anywhere.
What happened to you?
Glad we could be here for Bama Hate Week together.
Yeah, what happened to you?
I don't really have any good excuse. What had happened was, you see, it was late before I went to bed. I watched that Dodger game, and then I laid down and I tossed and turned for a while. And it was 2:00 before I fell asleep, and had my alarm set 6:30, same as always. But best I can figure, I think what I did is around 6:30 when it went off, I grabbed it and took it to bed with me. And I was like, I'm going to get that extra 30 minutes or whatever. And I think I pushed that SOS emergency thing, and like it was like stuck on that screen to where it wouldn't, like, I guess I wasn't hearing the alarm. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a good excuse, but I think the mistake was taking it to the bed when normally I just leave it up on the counter. So I got to stand up to go turn it off, and then I'm alert. But I looked down at 7:48. I said, "Oh, great. Oh boy, just what we need. Alabama week." So my apologies to you boys and the audience, but I'm here.
Welcome in. We'll talk NFL doubleheader coming up after the break. We'll get into the Alabama Hate Week stuff as well, of course. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fanrun Radio.
Take Fanrun Radio with you on the all-new Fanrun app. Just search for Fanrun Radio wherever you download your apps.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, "I've got your back." That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today. Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332-941.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, hit tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
An NFL doubleheader, both underdogs coming through and winning outright. The Atlanta Falcons jump on the Bills early and then kind of coast and hold on, only scoring a fourth quarter field goal in the second half. The Bills just couldn't quite break through. And the Chicago Bears in the rain, Caleb Williams leading a game-winning field goal drive behind DeAndre Swift to knock off the Commanders and win their third game in a row. Cody, which one was a bigger result in your opinion? Which one was more interesting?
The bigger deal is the Bills taking another loss. I mean, because that's a team that we've all got near the top of the NFL. I mean, you know, anytime you got Josh Allen at quarterback, you expect Buffalo to be there in the mix when the playoffs come. So for them to take yet another loss to yet another team that ain't that good, but sometimes looks pretty good, inconsistent, I guess would be the word with Atlanta.
I think Atlanta's really good at home, and then you roll the dice on the road. Like it's kind of where I think the inconsistency is. I do think they're good at home, though.
Yeah, might have a little fraud watch with the Bills. You know, I don't know. I don't even want to say that, though, because they got Josh Allen. So I think they're going to be fine. But, you know, they started off undefeated, but they had some games that could have gone either way. And now here they've racked up a couple of losses. So they got some things to work on. I'd say that's the more the bigger result. Last night for me, I had a nice parlay with the favorites winning, Buffalo and Washington. So that worked out good.
Somebody has to take my phone away from me during games. I cashed out of a parlay that was 15-1.
Ooh.
I cashed out of it in the fourth quarter thinking I was smart, and then it ended up hitting. Now, I will say I got 80% of the money back through other ways. Through, like, I took a live bet on the Commanders and Bears, and then I cashed it out early and then put it on the Bears money line. So money-wise, we came out mostly good. But when Atlanta gets the ball back with 7 minutes, and I need 7 more Josh Allen rushing yards, and he just refused to scramble at all, from the second quarter on. I'm just like, is he ever going to run? Is he ever going to run? I'm like, no. And then Atlanta starts milking the clock, and there's 5 minutes left. I'm like, the Buffalo might not get the ball back. I was like, I might as well just take, I basically doubled my money. Let's just call it that. Doubled my money and cashed out. I was like, Buffalo might not even get the ball. And if they do, he still got to scramble. And then, of course, he gets that breakaway, 25-yard run that would have cashed it easily. And it hurts. It made me, it was a little bit of a kick in the gut.
Is it a worse feeling? And I don't mean necessarily from a dollar's perspective, because I know one's better than the other, but do you think it's a worse feeling to cash out or to not cash out? Just the way it makes you feel.
Well, no, the cash out hit is a worse feeling for sure, because it would have been much more money. But
yeah, that's what I mean. When you cash out and then it hits.
Yeah, that to me has to be the worst feeling, because you're like, oh wow, you're such a meow. What was the point of even putting that in if you're just going to cash out? Cash out is dumb. It's such a in favor of the house. Now I will say there has been some times I've cashed out and it's been the right decision, and that feels pretty good.
It also hurts though to not cash out and then not get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But watching Josh Allen scramble up the middle, and I was like, that's – I figured, if they were down 2 scores, there might be a moment like that. And I was like, should I ride it out? Should I ride it out? And I was like, they might not get the ball back. But anyways, Buffalo, from a actual team standpoint, they're 4-2, but, man, that Ravens game was kind of a fluke.
Yeah.
And if you remove that Ravens game out of the equation, their only wins are the Jets, Dolphins, and Saints. Those are 3 of the 6 worst teams in the league.
And those games weren't easy. They controlled
the Dolphins game. The Dolphins game wasn't easy. The Saints game was back and forth too. You're right. The Jets one was easy. They killed the Jets.
Yeah, they killed the Jets.
But
that's the worst team in football.
But the other 2, were kind of a sweat. If the Dolphins didn't have that roughing the punter, it was a tie game at that point. Who knows how it goes? And Tua threw a bad interception as they're driving to tie the game. So, yeah, I'm not sure how good the Bills are, and that's why I've been beating the drum recently of, hey, just give me the Chiefs in the AFC. I'm gonna ride with the Chiefs. Chiefs Lions is what I am feeling. Chiefs Lions is what I'm telling people. And when it comes down to it, I will ride with Kansas City to win the AFC. Because I don't trust the Ravens and I don't trust the Bills. That was everybody's offseason darling. The Ravens, Cody caught them all but eliminated, as he's telling everybody to take the Steelers to win the division. And the Bills, their defense just isn't very good, and it keeps getting hurt, keeps getting banged up. And now they've lost their early lead. Because, 2 weeks ago, they were 4-0, and the Chiefs were, kind of floundering a little bit at 1-3. Now, all of a sudden, you look up, it's 4-2 versus 3-3, and the gap is closed, and one team's getting healthy. One team's feeling good. And now Buffalo, look, you might laugh, but Buffalo now has to go into a bye week and try to figure stuff out. But then they go to Carolina to play the Panthers, and you talked about inconsistency. That Panthers team's pretty good at home. They play pretty good at home. Now I think Buffalo wins and gets back on track before their early November showdown with the Chiefs, which is in Buffalo.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to somebody taking the mantle from the Chiefs this year in the AFC, but it ain't going to be the Ravens. So if Buffalo, I'm not writing Buffalo off. I mean, they always get it figured out. I still expect them to be in the mix, but you take a second loss now, and the Chiefs have only got 3. You start to wonder now about the seeding and everything, who's going to be the top overall seed when, a couple weeks ago it didn't look like Kansas City had a whole lot of life. Now 2 completely different scripts.
Buffalo just another game where their wide receivers just can't make an impact. Shout out to VFL Josh Palmer. He came out and was making an impact early, caught an early deep ball, and then gets hurt on his second catch. outside of him, like you got the little 10-yard passes to Khalil Shakir. He had 3 catches for 33 yards. And then outside of that, no one else had more than 30 yards. Somebody named Tyrell Shavers, who I got to be honest, I don't think I'd ever heard of him before last night. All of a sudden, they're throwing deep balls to him late in the game. Dawson Knox gets his 1 touchdown catch. Running back Ray Davis has that 1 little catch that's to score their other touchdown. A dump down to Ty Johnson. 3 catches for 11 yards for Keon Coleman. 2 targets, no catches for Elijah Moore. Like, they ain't got no receivers, man. And that makes life tough on Josh Allen. And, hey, the Falcons invested in that defensive line, and that defensive line was flying around last night on that turf. Bijan Robinson, or I guess he's changed his name, Bijan Robinson. He has said, hey, everyone was saying my name wrong. Bijan Robinson. I mean, that guy's a weapon. Drake London's figuring stuff out. Michael Penix, I don't think, is very good. But, hey, he's got some pretty good rapport with Drake London. And those 2 guys, basically single-handedly won the game in the first half for the Falcons offense. We'll see where they go from here because they're inconsistent. They're due to turn around and lose and just kind of flirt. Basically, go 9-8 or 10-7 is kind of what their destiny is. They go to San Francisco on Sunday night next week. It means they're going to be outdoors, which means they probably ain't going to win. They're only good indoors. Yeah, in the other game, you had the Commanders looked pretty sloppy, put the ball on the ground 3 times, or at least turned the ball over 3 times, 2 fumbles and an interception. And you had Chicago, make enough plays to win that game. Sam, what stood out to you in that second game of the doubleheader?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you could say countless times in the past, like the Bears kind of getting down like that, I think they would have just kind of crumbled in one of those senses, and they're able to, kind of scrap and claw their way all the way to the end, and hell, even going out there and being able to kick a field goal to win it. That doesn't happen too much often, or that doesn't happen too often with the Bears, with their history.
Especially in a rainstorm. Like, whenever Ben Johnson was kind of taking the air out of the ball around midfield, I'm like, man, like, does he realize what the weather conditions are? Like, he should, because the weather conditions feels like the only reason Jaden Daniels fumbled the ball. The Commanders, should have ran out the clock, or at least made it really, really difficult for Chicago. They were lined up 3rd and 1 with about 3 minutes left. Chicago had already started taking timeouts. And then Jaden Daniels fumbles the exchange. The Bears get life. And then, the Bears are like, hey, we're just going to run the ball here. Here's a little bootleg. Nope, Caleb Williams is going to slide down. We're going to keep that clock moving. And I'm like, this is an interesting choice. But then DeAndre Swift busted 2, 10, 15-yard runs to put them down inside the 20, which made it a chip shot.
With a kicker who was kind of a castaway. Like didn't the Niners draft him in like the 3rd round or something like that, and then they've cut him because he's just been terrible ever since with them.
They were gassing him up on the broadcast last night though about how good he's been in Chicago, and I will say they kept showing him kind of like Max Gilbert, and I was like, oh, is this good? I'm looking at his eyes. I'm like, has he got it? And he looked pretty confident, but even when he kicked it, it looked like it was going to drift to the right, but it knuckled back in, and he was able to make it. And the Bears, like I said, now winners of 3 in a row. Cody, your Chicago Bears. Be loud, be proud.
Yeah, I do like the Bears. I have a bit of an affinity for the Bears. Then they're 3-2. I mean, they're above 500, which for them is really saying something. So they have no prayer really in the division, but
it's all about the wild card, and it's all about Caleb Williams. Like, I feel like Caleb Williams is improving. Like, I do feel like Caleb Williams, and he looked better than Jaden Daniels did last night for a decent part of the game. Now, Jaden Daniels, if you remove the turnovers, I thought he started kind of getting back to last year's groove where he's throwing the ball down the field. And if not, the little play action RPO wide open across the middle of the field is he's hitting it. But Caleb Williams, gave me hope, Sam, for the Titans and Cam Ward, because they went out and they got an offensive coach, Ben Johnson, and Ben Johnson does seem like he is helping Caleb Williams' development along after he was kind of stunted last year with a clown show, in the organization and leading the team. The big news in the NFL, at least here in Tennessee, the Titans finally pulled the plug. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Brian Callahan put out to pasture.
You knew it would be coming soon. It's good that they made the move when they hadn't got it done before Vrabel came in and beat him up.
Cash your bets. Cash your bets. If you had Brian Callahan, first coach, fired, he was able to beat the other coaches, maybe Stefanski, maybe Mike McDaniel, beat him to the window. Sam, your thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, it's about time that this happened. Obviously, still just feels weird, like organizationally, you fire the guy, you don't have an interim named directly after. Takes you 4 hours to name an interim. Team doesn't have a press conference until 7:30 Nashville time. So they're just doing a press conference during the middle of these Monday Night Football games. Amy Adams doesn't show face. I don't know. This is just it felt like that was like based on kind of the vibes of that press conference. It kind of felt like Borgonzi and Brinker maybe weren't really wanting to kind of fire him, and they just knew like, hey, let's just get to the end of the season with this guy. We know he's fired anyway, and it kind of felt like Amy Adams was the one behind that firing, and then she just sits at home and sends them out to kind of be the spokesperson for her decision.
Does that make you mad? Because I see a lot of people complaining about that. Like, I don't feel like team owners are usually at press conferences answering questions, are they?
I don't know. I just feel like she's been a person that just only kind of wants the glory when we're doing good, and then just wants to just be completely shut off behind the scenes whenever things are going bad.
Now that is a fair critique. Now I still don't really remember her doing too many press conferences when things were going well, but she was always out there kind of front and center with the team. Like when they're honoring, like to me, when they're honoring Mike Keith a couple weeks ago, like that's something she definitely would have been out there doing. And she didn't really get on the mic or get out there because she knows she'll get booed. Like she knows things are bad. There is a part of me that's like, man, I just realized that she's like turning 70. Sounds like she's probably aged quite a bit too over the last 5 years as things have gotten bad. Like, so there might be a little bit of that too, but
I thought the team and go and have a good time in retirement, Amy, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Join the Air Force. Call yourself Air Force Amy.
Sure.
I would say sell the team, but there's that whole stadium coming up, so like ain't no reason to sell the team. Does she have any heirs? I mean, she doesn't have any kids, right?
I don't know.
Or does she? Like, I haven't ever like seen the kids. They're not involved with the team as far as I know. It's like, what's going to happen? I mean, as she ages out?
It's a good question.
Is what I'm curious of. Like, I mean, maybe she has kids that I don't understand, that I don't know of. I don't know.
So you got to do something with it. You could just become a community.
Google AI says she has 3 kids.
Oh, she has 3 kids? Oh, yep. The Wikipedia also says that. Okay. Well, I don't ever see them around, so maybe they'd be like, hey, let's just sell the team. Let's just cash out. Let's get a couple $1 billion and get out of here.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
I feel like no one will want to sell an NFL franchise these days for how profitable it is. It's just...
Yeah, but also like it's profitable to sell if you can get $5 billion, $6 billion. Like I just don't know if the kids have any interest. Like I haven't ever really heard of them. Maybe I'm not paying close enough attention. Go ahead, Bubba.
Do we think there's maybe an underlying deeper reason as to why she doesn't go to places, and that's because looking at this, the problems and traumas that she's experienced in her life with her brother, early on in his life, and then one of her first husbands dying in an auto accident.
No, I mean,
so
she
maybe
used to,
she's like,
no, she used to come out. She was always front and center when we were good. Like when Vrabel had us rolling, she'd be out doing stuff. I mean, she'd be out at tailgates. She'd come by like Titans tailgates. Like I've met her a couple of times. One time at a bar, like before a Titans playoff game, she came out.
Did you hit on her?
I did, actually. I tried. I took a picture with her. I gave her a little shoulder rub. I was trying to own part of the Titans. She
in
smiled.
The tunnel, like high-fiving players and stuff. Like she doesn't even come around the team.
Get her out of there.
In Kansas City, she came by like a tailgate, like where everybody was really drunk. So I mean, like, no, I don't think she's afraid of public, but I think she's afraid of getting booed. And I think that she's been such a bad owner and things have gotten so bad that she's afraid of facing the backlash. And like that was asked last night. I don't know, Sam, if you pay attention to that press conference, but I mean, like they're asking Borgonzi some tough questions and Chad Brinker some tough questions, and basically just like, does Amy realize the perception, like how much of an embarrassment the Titans are nationally? Like, does she realize that she's ruined the perception of the franchise? Which I thought like was kind of a funny question, but like kind of unfair to ask two people employed by Amy Adams.
It did kind of feel like a pretty hostile press conference from like the reporters. You know, like I don't think it was. It's like they've been asking for it for weeks, and then it happens, and they're like, "Oh, how'd you fire this guy?" type of thing.
Yeah, I think some of the frustration last night, Sam, was like they had a press conference that was supposed to be like at 2:30, and it got pushed back to like 8:30.
Yeah,
and they had to spend all day chasing this like interview or chasing this press conference, and they were going to take out frustrations there. Is kind of what it felt like to me. Yeah. Do you realize that you've ruined the perception of the Titans nationally? Where is Amy? And Chad's like, what? Where is Amy at right now? He's like, I guess home. She's home. Why isn't she out here? Because she's not Jerry Jones.
I know that like the interim that we named too, he's got former head coaching experience and everything, but it also is just like such a Titans move to kind of pick the guy that's been behind the scenes, you know, not even like the John Fossil guy who's doing our special teams, who goes out and talks to the media, or Denard Wilson or anything like that. It's just, hey, let's pick the senior assistant that doesn't speak to the media that we can just kind of throw out there.
He does have, you know, little head coaching experience. He wasn't very good with the Chargers, but I don't know, with the interim coach, I feel like that goes back. It goes one of two ways. Either, yeah, you go with the guy that's front and center, or you go with the guy that maybe isn't doing much. That way, like the other guys can kind of focus, because I don't know if I want my special teams coordinator having to do all that and then also run the team and answer everything.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, we'll see how many coaches the Titans end up losing. Like, you know, how many just quit or get fired along with Callahan.
Pops is already gone.
Is that official?
Yeah.
Okay. Cody, would you have stayed and coached after they fired your son?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have left and found something else to do.
They should have made him interim head coach.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Like, hey, remember when you went to the Super Bowl? Remember when you were a head coach? Hey, here you go. Here's another chance.
Yeah. Who do you want to get in as the next coach? Like, what's the hot board looking like?
It's going to be somebody boring. Like, all signs point to Arthur Smith. Like, bringing back the Titans offensive coordinator, the failed Falcons coach, the guy that's coaching Pittsburgh's offense right now. That's been the hottest name. Personally, I would like Mike McCarthy. He'd get me pretty fired up. And if it was me, if it was up to me, Cody, I would do what the Atlanta Hawks did. The Atlanta Hawks hired Quinn Snyder like in January with 3 months left in the season, just to let him get in there. He didn't really bring his assistant coaches or nothing, but get in there and just get to know the players and start putting his system in.
Yeah, try to fix it.
Yeah, like I would love if they would do that and just like, hey, Mike McCarthy, we're going to give you a full year salary just to come in early. Obviously, we're not judging you by these games, but we want you in the facilities. We want you practicing, and we want to get a head start, A, on the hiring process, and B, on like, hey, then if we get the coach in here and he coaches 7-8 games down the stretch, maybe next year goes a little bit better because he's familiar with the roster. He knows who fits his scheme, and they know what to expect. That's what I hope they would do. That just doesn't really happen.
Yeah, that would be a nice idea.
The Hawks did it with Quinn Snyder. Like he was out of coaching. He was just kind of sitting there after Utah had fired him the year before. They had mutually agreed to part ways, and they brought him in and said, "Hey, get to work." And I don't know if it even necessarily paid dividends, but you saw some player development happen, and guys get used to the system.
Has that ever happened in the NFL?
I don't know off the top of my head. I would say probably not. But it happens in soccer a lot. Like, it does happen in other sports.
It's 100% Arthur Smith. That's got Amy all over it.
Well, then bring him in right now. Make him leave Pittsburgh right now. Like, you want to be a head coach? Like, I don't want to wait till – if they make the playoffs, I don't want to wait till January. What the hell? Get him in here now and get him coaching. But that's what's going to be so fascinating about the college football coaching hires as well, is like, hey, Signetti, are you interested? okay, if you're interested, like, are you going to take the job and like agree to the job? Because it's going to get out and then it's going to like derail your season. Hey, Matt Rule, you going to quit on Nebraska as you're ranked? That to me is fascinating.
That is going to be dramatic. It's going to be an interesting wrinkle in the season.
But if I'm these colleges, I didn't fire my coach to have to wait till the end of the season to hire somebody. Like I want somebody in place now. I want somebody recruiting now. I want somebody in the transfer portal looking at people, scouting people, thinking about his fit at our school now.
Yeah, what's the use in waiting 3 months?
Well, it makes me think that it's not going to be any big name coaches moving schools for that reason. Because if you're Kurt Cignetti, like, you completely blowtorch anything you've built if you quit on your team while they're in the top 5 to go somewhere else. Like, same thing from Matt Rule.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
No.
I mean, you can't quit on a mid-season.
We always hear it in coaching searches with the rumors on message boards of like, trust me, guys, they got their guy, but it can't be announced yet. It'll get announced on this day. Trust me. And like this year, it might actually be true. You might have some back channel agreements, but it just seems like it always leaks out. People always get the drop on it, and it gets ugly.
I mean, Cignetti, he's probably the biggest name right now in college football, right, in terms of who you'd want to hire as at least an attainable coach.
His age knocks him down a bit. I mean, he's mid-60s. But just knocks him down in the sense of, like, we don't think he'd want to do it type of thing. Like, why would he uproot? Now, I think, look, my whole thing, and people talk about Lane Kiffin and Drinkwitz and these guys, like, why leave? Why go to a bigger place with more pressure? I think you get into coaching to try to win national championships or championships, whatever level you're at. Like, if you're in the NFL, you want to win a Super Bowl. If you're in college, you want to win a college championship. If you're in D2, you want to win the D2 championship. Like, if I was a coach and I was driven and wired that way, if I'm Cignetti, who thinks that I'm the man that's just been undervalued and underappreciated my whole life, I would want to go somewhere where I could actually be the king of the sport.
Yeah, and you can't do that at Indiana.
Well, I don't know if you can or can't. Like, they might win a national championship this year. They might. Like, I don't think they're going to. I'm not picking them to, but I'm just saying, if you go in and win at Oregon, I gotta believe that you can beat anybody on a neutral site. No,
that's a good win. I mean, that's probably the best win of the year.
Now, whether or not you can do that 4 times in a row, right, or 3 times in a row in the playoffs, like
the question,
right?
Can you beat 4 Oregons?
Right, but like I have to take them seriously as a championship contender now, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, we're all taking them seriously at this point. I mean, you go into Eugene and win. That's saying something.
Now, look, I do think it's also possible, nay, maybe even likely, that, like, instead of, glazing Indiana and calling them a national championship contender, maybe we should just have more of an honest discussion about Oregon and say that maybe Oregon's a little overrated and look around and say, well, Montana State, Oklahoma State, Northwestern, Oregon State. Then they struggled to close out Penn State, who I think at this point we say is not very good.
Yeah, I don't know how to judge that one, though, because at the time, Penn State should have been up and ready to play that game. Like, obviously, it's cratered now and fallen apart after the UCLA mess. But
did it fall apart for Penn State, or were they not very good anyways?
Well,
I don't know the answer, but like when you tell me Drew Aller threw for 137 yards against Oregon, like, I'm not sure they were ever actually any good anyways.
But going into Happy Valley and a whiteout and that whole scene, like,
sure,
felt like that was a good win. But
sure,
I mean,
I read yesterday that, like, when Cignetti got got a new deal through last year, he wanted a lot more money for this, like, on-field stat, like the salary pool, basically. And it came up to $11 million. And apparently Ohio State's coaching staff pool was $11.43 million.
Yeah. I mean,
and before that last contract, their staff salary pool was $5.8 million. So, like, Indiana's got the money to pour in. It's just normally they're like, we've been so bad at football, we're just going to throw this all to basketball. But now they kind of have a reason to throw some money around.
Plus, they also suck at basketball.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, no, I think if you're Cignetti, you're pulling the Tony Vitello here. Tony from a couple years ago, not the MLB rumors that may or may not have had any legs. Like, this is Tony Vitello, like LSU, A&M. Like, I'm not going anywhere, but like, you're going to invest in this program. Like, we're going to go from, hey, an afterthought here to like, you're going to take us seriously and you're going to pay my guys. And like, Cignetti's going to come out of this in the $10 million club, and his assistants are going to be well paid, and the NIL fund is going to be ripe and flush. Like, that would be my ultimate prediction here, Sam, is that they get the investment kind of the same way Tennessee had to give Tony Vitello the investment. Hey, your coach is going to get paid more. Hey, we're going to get you a new stadium. Hey, we're doing this, this, and this, and we're going to build and grow with you. Now, Indiana, I'd be a little weary of making like any long-term commitments, like building a new big stadium or anything crazy like that, just with Cignetti's age. But if I'm them, this is what we've been waiting for, man. Let's ride this out and give him whatever he wants. I don't care if it's $15 million over the next 5 years, because he's proven that he can coach these boys up.
Yeah, if you can find the money, I mean, you might as well strike while it's hot, See if you actually can win a football championship.
And even if they don't win a championship, just back-to-back years in the top 10 goes a long way too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there ain't no reason that Indiana can't be SEC Ole Miss with a better coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they've never seen success like this.
But neither had Ole Miss, really. You know what I mean? Like, Ole Miss, they get Lane Kiffin and they get the transfer portal, they get the NIL money, and now all of a sudden, like, they're at least like hanging around the top 10 now frequently. Like, there ain't no reason Indiana can't do that. Because I think we've seen Cignetti show that he ain't got to have top talent to do it.
No, he's pretty good at coaching the guys he's got, but I'd hate to see him in a job where he's got a ton of talent. Probably be dangerous.
That makes me wonder, like I said, if I'm him, I think I would be just like, hey, where can I win a national championship? And if you don't think it's Indiana, it would probably feel like it's Penn State, that you could go do it. Anyways.
Or Florida.
I feel like it'd be pretty funny if he tried to come to the SEC. Not because I think he'd like get dominated or nothing, but just all the trash he's talked. All the trash he's talked about the SEC, putting the Big Ten over and the scheduling and all that stuff. It'd be pretty funny if he ended up in the SEC. Apparently from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania as well. So he's from the area.
Penn State guy, maybe.
Yeah. Sam, send us a break. Let's talk sports on Fanrun Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fanrun Radio.
If I asked you right now to open your wallet, how many credit cards would be in there? 3, 4, 5, or more? Here's a better question. How many of them are maxed to the limit? What's the interest rate on those? 16%, 18%, some as high as 22%? Hey, it's Russell. I know there's someone listening right now who feels like they're trapped. Their credit cards are maxed. They can't even make the minimum payments. They've piled up and you need help. Maybe you've lost your job. You're behind on the payments. And now the debt collectors are calling every day. Want some help? Jerry Givens can help. Jerry's been helping East Tennesseans for years get back on track, get their debt under control, or even eliminated. Jerry Givens knows what laws are out there to help protect you. These problems don't go away because you ignore the calls or letters. Trust me, they actually get worse, much worse. Jerry Givens has helped thousands of people by stopping those calls and letters. Get their peace of mind. Stop living in fear. It's no fun. Call today to set up your free consultation. 865-801-9250. That's 865-801-9250. Stop the calls by making a call. 865-801-9250.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Man, I'm rolled up online. Bud Elliott's got me rolled up online.
Oh, no.
Last night they were talking, who is the James Franklin of college basketball? A good coach, almost always makes the NCAA tournament, almost always above average in conference, can't seem to get further than the Sweet 16. Bud Elliott said Rick Barnes, which is just stupid. Can't get past the Sweet 16 except for the back-to-back Elite Eights. Almost always above average in conference. I think Rick Barnes has been above average in conference for like 8 of the last 9 years or 7 of the last 8 years, whatever the number is that works out.
Well, Rick Barnes has won the damn conference, which is, you can't say that for James Franklin.
Franklin got it at least once, right? Didn't he get it at least once back in like 18?
Did he?
Yeah, the year they beat the year they beat Ohio State, but then Ohio State still went to the playoff instead of them.
Oh, okay.
Penn State had 2 losses, and they beat Ohio State and then turned around and won the Big Ten, but got left out of the playoff.
Well, Rick Barnes has won the conference multiple times.
Yeah.
And James Franklin can't say that.
Almost always makes the NCAA tournament. I think Rick Barnes has lived in the NCAA tournament, bucko.
Yeah, Tennessee basketball is a higher standard than James Franklin's Penn State football.
They've got me mad online. KenPom. You see the KenPom ratings yesterday? Tennessee came in at number 9. A little bit higher than the 18 that the voters have put us at.
Yeah, I feel like we're a little underrated at 18, a little undervalued there.
9 feels good to me. I have no problem with 9. 9 puts you behind only Florida and Kentucky in terms of the SEC. Kentucky right now, I don't want to call them a paper tiger until they've proven that they're not just a tiger, but for them to be number 4 in the country right now in KenPom, that I need to see some proof of that. Especially like when the ratings say they're going to have the 4th best defense in the country. Like I need to see that bear out before I buy into that. But Tennessee picked to finish 3rd by the media. 4th straight year, the Vols have been picked to finish in the top 3.
Behind Florida and Kentucky.
I believe that is right, yep.
Well, you got to tip your hat to Florida. I mean, they ran through last year and won a title, and I get why they would be picked at the top, but
I got no problem with it either. They deserve the respect even though they lost their best player. Their most clutch player that did a lot of heavy lifting for them.
Yeah, they showed last year they can work that portal pretty good, though, and they're I hate it, but like you said, gotta give respect there. Kentucky, I'm not buying that until I see Kentucky basketball of old. I'm not going to believe it. We'll see if Mark Pope can get it done. They were fine last year. They made the second weekend for the first time in a long time, beat us twice, and then, hey, we know what happened in the third one. But We'll see. What do they got then? Arkansas and Alabama?
I don't have the full list pulled up. Nate Ament and Jacoby Gillespie both named second team SEC, which I'd bet a good chunk of money that one of them finishes in the first team. I'd bet a good chunk of that. I'd bet a big chunk on that.
We're just under under 3 weeks. There'll be college basketball starting up. First game for the Vols.
Sam, any thoughts?
I think it's pretty fair. I mean, I know that Kentucky, a team that does have a lot of moving parts on this year's team, just like Tennessee, but I think when you've got a player like Otega-Oweh kind of returning to that team, I think that's fair to have them kind of one spot above you. But
is he going to be the player of the year? That's what they gave him the player of the year award, right?
Yeah. I mean,
he's preseason player of the year. Like, I know he's pretty good, but I'm a little surprised that they think he's that good.
He was pretty nasty last year.
I know he had moments, especially like, at Oklahoma. It just caught me by surprise, but I mean, I guess that's really just about returning players. They're not going to give it to a freshman, of course. Like, they're not going to pick Nate to win that. But like, I was just a little surprised. I mean, 16 points a game. That's pretty good, but I just didn't know if that was national, SEC Player of the Year type of good. I assume they think he'll take a step up, but that caught me by surprise a little.
I want to say he was maybe hurt for a little bit last year too. Can't remember. But I agree with you. I think I was kind of surprised to not see Gillespie on that first team.
He was out for a period of time last year. I remember him being out. I don't know how long it was, but
you talking about Oweh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not looking. I'm looking at his game log, and he's played in pretty much every game. Last year,
he did.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
am I lying?
I mean, I'm not going to call you a liar. You could just be misinformed. But like, I'm looking.
Well, Sam said it, and then I feel like it triggered something in my brain that was like, "Oh yeah, I remember him being out."
Yeah, I think you guys are just trying to defend Kentucky, which is weird. Big blue boys.
I think I just gaslighted myself.
Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. We'll get to the bottom of Otega-Oweh's injury history. It's Talk Sports on Fanrun Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fanrun Radio.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Hey, Pack Rat. Yeah, you. Are you moving cross country and you just don't know who to call? Call us right now. Listen, you've probably seen one of our containers in your neighborhood, but did you know that we can help you move anywhere in the United States? It's real simple. We'll drop a container off at the location you tell us to bring it to. You pack up your valuable possessions at your leisure. They stay safe right in your home. And when you're ready, call us. We'll come and pick up the container and give you a scheduled date of when your furniture and the other possessions will be at your new home. So if you're moving across country or across town, be a Pack Rat. Join the Pack Rat family. Call Pack Rat right now for your free quote. See y'all later, Pack Rats.
Call 800-965-1298. 800-965-1298. 800-965-1298. That's 800-965-1298.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, hit tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
History 2. NASA launched the Interface Region Imaging Spectrograph in 2013 to study what?
You're listening to Talk Sports.
NASA launched
the Interface Region Imaging Spectrograph
to study what?
To study what?
Mars.
The sun would
Damn
be the
it.
answer.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
All right, give me science for 3.
What does the Beaufort scale measure?
The Beaufort scale?
Oh
my God.
I guess it's pretty
Beaufort's.
Density.
When? Oh, God in heaven. It's wind speed.
Okay.
on 1340 WKGN.
This is like Penn State and Iowa in 2006.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. I've gotten to the bottom of this. Otega Owe was one of 2 Kentucky players to start every game last year. So you guys nailed that.
Yeah. Well, sorry to the audience. I blame Sam. He said it,
Now,
and then I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
I will say, to be fair to you two, which I don't know if you know this, you're going to claim you did to try to get off, but he did like hurt his toe.
Oh yeah,
during like basketball activities a couple months ago.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Not during the season, but like he's been dealing with some turf toe. But they're saying
wait for this upcoming season.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Like in like September, like early September, he like hurt his toe. Like at the beginning of their like, you know how you do like the fall camp or whatever, you get practice started and all that. Like he was dealing with a hurt toe at that point.
I think I just remember somebody being hurt. Like, I don't know if
they had a lot of guys hurt. Yeah.
I remember Kentucky having some injuries, and like I feel like I remember something between the first Tennessee game and the second Tennessee game or something. Like, oh, this guy might not play. But it was wasn't it somebody Lamont something?
Lamont Butler.
Was he hurt?
Yes.
I think maybe that
he was banged up. He played. They had a couple guys, and one played for a little bit, then left. I mean, Butler got hurt in our game. Yeah, Kentucky was a little banged up, sure, but not Owe. He started every game for him.
I think I remembered something of that nature. Some Kentucky guy was hurt against us or something, or wasn't playing, and I just didn't really think about the name. Again, I blame Sam.
Let's start Hour 2 with some headlines. What you got for us?
Thanks, John. Well, Jake Moody, he nailed that game-winning field goal yesterday as time expired to beat the Commanders for Chicago. It was just his first day with the team. They had picked him up. He's a guy who got dropped to San Francisco. He was kind of inconsistent in the NFL, and he had a nice debut. Big day for the Bears and Jake Moody.
He was moody, but the mood was happiness last night. Am I right?
That's right. I tell you who else was happy last night, and that was the LA Dodgers, who got out to a 1-0 NLCS Game 1 lead after they beat the Brewers 2-1. One of the wildest plays in MLB playoff history happened. The first ever 8-6-2 double play in the MLB playoffs. This was a really weird play. I watched it live as it happened. I still don't really understand what happened. It would take someone who knows more baseball than me to explain it. But it is the first ever 8-6-2 double play in MLB postseason history. So the bases were loaded and 1 out in the 4th inning. Game still scoreless. Muncy hits a deep fly ball to center field for the Dodgers. The outfielder was tracking the ball, and as he leaped to catch it, the ball bounced off his glove, hit the wall, and went back into his glove. Muncy was not out because the ball hit the wall, but the Dodgers runners seemingly thought the ball was caught because they tagged up instead of taking off for the next base. Caused a lot of confusion.
How do you not understand what happened then? It seems pretty cut and dry, no?
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
When the bases are loaded, you have to make it to the next base before the ball beats you there. The guy got thrown out at home. The ball got to there before he got from third to home. So then the guy is out at home, and then they went to third base because the guy at second didn't make it to third base, so he's out. Home,
but
third,
they didn't.
out,
they
out.
thought it was caught,
but it wasn't.
And I know, but because they thought it was, like it looked like it was, and so they, from what I understood, they wouldn't have tagged up, right? If they knew.
I mean, they should have tagged up regardless. But then if I'm guessing, they probably left a little early, got a little confused. They probably thought it was a home run.
That's what Teoscar Hernandez did, yeah.
Right? But it was just bad base running. They should have.
You blame it on the Dodgers?
Well, I mean, it
was a very confusing play.
It's a very fluky play, sure, but if you are the base runner, at least the one on third base, there's no benefit to not be standing on third base, wait to them to get the ball, and then run home. They weren't going to throw you out from home on a normal play if you had just waited and ran at the time. But I imagine there was some damn confusion as they're running back and forth, and do I tag, do I not tag? And then, boom, out at home. It was just bad base running. The third base coach ought to be ashamed.
Did you watch the play?
I seen the play, yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird play.
No, it was confusing, but the guy on third shouldn't have been affected by it at all. Again, if the guy going from second to third got thrown out, I would give him a pass because he would have been a little confused. But the guy at home, third should have made it home regardless, in my opinion.
Well, Dave Roberts said that Hernandez's base running mistake was a brain fart and that he owned it.
See? That's what it was.
So
now I will say that's why
I wouldn't have known what to do in that situation.
Well, that's why they call it infield fly.
Yeah, I would have just
the purpose
ran.
of the infield fly right there.
I would have just ran and tried to hope I was doing the right thing. I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, they're throwing you out at third.
Yeah.
Well, in this scenario, you would have been safe, but they
I never would have been on base, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But I wouldn't have known what the hell to do.
I'd love to see you try to run from third to home.
In an MLB game?
Yeah, or just a high level, or just a competent level baseball game. Hell, I'd like to see it in kickball.
I played a little kickball back in the day.
Dodgers won, though, so.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
All's well that ends okay.
Hell of a performance by Blake Snell.
Kind of crazy that happened in the first inning. That's kind of wild. That's how the game started. I mean, the series started that way.
What?
That was in. It
was in the top of the fourth.
Oh,
when that
really
play happened? Yeah, Freddie Freeman homered in the first inning.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear the video I saw had it in the first.
The game was still scoreless.
I thought you just said Freddie Freeman homered in the first. Didn't you just say that, Bubba?
Yeah, he homered in the first, and I thought it was the top of the fourth whenever that play happened.
Well, if Freddie Freeman homered in the top of the first, it wouldn't have been 0-0.
It was in the fourth inning, but the game was still scoreless.
That's crazy because when I watched the highlight, I swear it was in the first inning because I double checked.
I knew it wasn't. I know it wasn't in the first inning because I saw it live and I didn't see the first inning.
Okay, well, either way,
I had the quad box going back and forth between.
But also,
football.
Sorry to cut you off, Cody, but
Freddie Freeman hits a home run in the sixth inning. By the way, not the first inning. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Bubba. It was 0-0 until the sixth inning.
Rewind.
What were you going to say, Bubba?
I was going to say, Blake Snell, I think, at one point had 12 batters in a row. And he just absolutely got out of there.
Oh, yeah, he was awesome. He was awesome. Now, they almost They tried to choke it away. They brought in Blake Trainin to try to close it out, and he's kind of struggled this year, but he got the job done.
This is crazy, Yahoo Sports app, that you're making me do this. Like, since when the hell did this happen? A 30-second advertisement before you show me highlights now? Well, when the hell did that happen?
Welcome to America.
I've defended you. I've told everybody you're my favorite sports app, and you do this to me.
The Brewers left the bases loaded.
You're going to tell me that this highlight video isn't even going to have this play on it? Are you kidding me? That's the biggest damn highlight.
What can you do?
Yeah, either way.
The Mariners on the AL side take a commanding 2-0 lead over the Blue Jays in the ALCS. They were hitting the ball last night. 10-3 win.
Now maybe Bubba's confusing that, because J-Rod did go yard in the first inning there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 3-0 to start things off, right?
Man, are my eyes just that bad? Because, I mean, it does say fourth inning, but, like, I think maybe I looked at game one. I don't know, but, like, it does kind of look like a 1 at the inning. But
well, like I said, I know it wasn't the first.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was the fourth inning, but I was just checking for my own sanity, because I swear yesterday I double and triple checked, because I remember saying, that's crazy that happened in the first inning. But it didn't. But maybe my eyes are just getting bad. I do notice that in the morning when I wake up and start driving. I do think my eyes are getting worse as I get older, which I know that makes sense. That's how it works. But
have you been checked for diabetes?
Yeah, I'm good.
No diabetes?
No, I'm good.
Well, good. It's a debilitating disease. Well, Sean McDermott says the Bills are going to figure things out.
Well, I hope so.
He says we'll get it worked out on offense, defense, and special teams.
It'd be pretty funny if he came out and was like, I got to be honest, chat, we're cooked.
Yeah, we're cooked. We've got to start over and start from ground zero. Interesting term for Sean McDermott to be using, given the memes of the last few years. Ground zero. Really, McDermott?
Wow.
We'll figure this thing out and work our tails off to do it, said Sean McDermott.
Let's roll, he says.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Michael Penix Jr. says the win over the Bills shows that the Falcons are legit. Oh, by the way, over the weekend, we missed Diane Keaton died.
We didn't miss it. You're the newsman.
Well, yeah, I missed it.
You missed it.
Well, I saw
Bubba missed it and you missed it.
I saw it Saturday, but then I didn't carry it over to Monday. It happened during the game against Arkansas.
I always liked Diane Keaton.
Yeah, it was kind of shocking to see that she had passed.
I do think the Falcons are semi-legit, but they're not legit. You know what I mean? They're semi-legit.
Yeah, anybody that loses 30-0 to the Panthers can't be totally legit, right?
Right. That's really the disqualifier there. But that defense is pretty good.
But they did hammer the Patriots, who hammered the Bills.
Who hammered the Patriots?
The Falcons, didn't they? Or the Panthers. No, that's what it was.
The Patriots beat the Panthers. What are you talking about?
It was a weird four-way deal, because there was like the 30-0 game, but then they bounced right back and won 42-16. I might have said the wrong team, but it's
who bounced back and won 42-16?
The Patriot. Hang on, who won 42-16? It was the.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
the Falcons haven't played the Patriots.
No, I was thinking about the Falcons and the Panthers.
I mean, the Patriots beat the hell out of the Panthers, if that's what you're confusing.
42-16.
They got like 2 punt return touchdowns in that game.
But the Patriots also beat down the Bills. So
they beat them by a field goal, yeah.
So it's like a weird four-way.
Why would that be a four-way? Who have the Patriots lost to in this scenario?
Well, the Patriots have lost to a couple of teams.
Right, but in this love square,
well, it didn't work out perfectly. The NFL is very confusing, man.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I mean, I know diabetes is a debilitating injury, but are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was looking at the top of my damn MySpace trying to get my MySpace top 8, and all my teams, hell, the Lions, Eagles, and Bills all lost by 2 scores. What is going on in the NFL?
We'll find out who's in the top 8 coming up after the break. Let's talk sports on Fanrun Radio.
Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fanrun app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fanrun Radio, Knoxville.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. And I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at bonoshouses.com.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fanrun sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Power lies on their side. Go, go, power.
Rankings.
Go, go, power.
Rankings.
Rankings. Rankings. Rankings.
All right, I'm excited to see Cody's MySpace top 8 because my top 5 is weird, man. My top 5 is weird today. What you got for us?
This is going to be a disaster. I have no idea how to rank these teams. There is a real gaggle of 2-loss teams in the NFL. Let's give it a shot. The NFC West, I'm not ranking any of those teams. Number 8, the Packers. I don't like it. It's gross. But they have 1 loss and a tie, but only 1 loss. I don't know. I like the Rams better than the Packers. I like the whole NFC West better, but the Rams just had that terrible loss to the Niners without their starters. And the Niners are not healthy enough to be ranked. Then you got the damn Seahawks, who the 2 games there that they've lost very close to the Bucks, and I think I trust the Rams, but I'm going with the Packers. It feels gross, but I'm doing it. Even grosser at number 7, the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a 1-loss team. It's a 1-loss team. That's all I got. Number 6, Buffalo. I got to drop them. They've lost 2 games, but I trust Josh Allen. And Sean McDermott said they're going to start at ground zero to get the thing fixed. So I'm going to go with Buffalo. And then tied for 3rd, I'm going with the Lions, Eagles, and Chiefs. I don't know how to differentiate those teams. The Eagles beat the Chiefs beat the Lions. The Lions aren't that healthy. I think the Lions healthy are the best team of those 3. But, the Eagles have been struggling lately. They've lost 2 in a row, but look at their wins. They got great wins. They beat the Bucks, the Rams, and the Chiefs. So, you can't write off Philly. You simply can't do that. Tied for 3rd, Lions, Eagles, and Chiefs. And then this just gets really weird, really strange. Number 2, the Colts. Sitting at 5-1. They've had some dominant performances. Got to give them credit. Do I believe they're the second best team in the NFL? Absolutely not.
Then why do you have them at number 2?
Because I have to.
No, you don't.
This is MySpace top 8.
If you don't think they're the second best team in the league, you don't. If you're, do you not remember how the
well?
I was
listen,
gonna say you don't
John,
remember how the MySpace top 8 worked, but
listen
sometimes
here,
you had
John.
to have your buddy there, even if you didn't actually think they're your current second best buddy for politic reasons.
Well,
That is true.
Yeah, and if I wasn't gonna rank them differently every week, I'd just go the same every week. I'd just say Lions, Eagles, Chiefs, Bills. But at some time you got to punish some losses. I told you those teams all lost. The Lions, Eagles, and Bills all lost by double digits this last week in the NFL. But the Chiefs have an extra loss. I just saw the Chiefs lose to the damn Jags.
Well, who's number 1?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, MVP. Well, either him or Tez Jackson, one of them. Jackson.
I'm interested to see what did Baker's. I mean, I imagine Josh Allen's MVP odds took a little bit of a hit yesterday, right? Like after losing and scoring 14 points,
they should have.
Like, is Baker now going to be the favorite? Is Mahomes going to be the favorite? I do sympathize with you, Cody, as I tried to break my top 5. It's a tough week to do.
I can't have the Packers and Steelers in this. Give me the Rams and Seahawks at 7 and 8. Sorry, I can't. I can't do that. I know they've only got 1 loss apiece, but I can't go with the Packers and Steelers.
Patrick Mahomes has surged to a plus 200 favorite to win MVP, which feels crazy.
It feels less gross with Seahawks at 8 and Rams at 7 now.
My top 5 feels gross. Number 5, the Philadelphia Eagles. Like Cody said, I can't completely drop them out, but I don't have a lot of confidence in them right now. But I do think I have confidence that they will figure it out and be there, standing towards the end, be something like 12-5 and feeling okay. Number 4, this team getting by on their pretty boy quarterback.
Steelers.
No, the Buffalo Bills. He's a pretty boy, and I love my girl Haley, but that team has some real concerns.
He ain't no pretty boy. He's tough.
He's pretty, though. He's handsome.
Yeah, I guess so.
Who's your 5 again?
The Eagles, the Bills, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome into the number 3 spot, Tampa Bay. And then at the top 2, I'm just going to keep my 2 teams, I think. I'm going to put the Chiefs at 2 because they have an extra loss, but I'm putting the Lions at number 1. And I know what you're going to say. The Chiefs just beat them. Okay, that's fine. I think that game goes a little differently. If Kansas City's Detroit's secondary is healthy, or B, the game was in Detroit.
Well, yeah, and don't forget the Chiefs just lost to the damn Jags, too.
Yeah. Lions, Chiefs, Bucks, Bills, Eagles. It don't feel great. Sam, do you have a top team that you want to put out there? A top 3, a top 5, a number 1 team?
It really doesn't feel like anyone has separated themselves from the pack at all.
Speaking of pack, are we underrating the Packers? I didn't have the Packers in my top 5.
I had them at 8, but I moved them out.
Right now, just looking at the gambling odds,
ties.
The Bills and Chiefs are tied for first at plus 650. The Packers at 750. The Lions at 850. The Eagles at plus 1,000.
Whoa, the Packers have the 3rd best odds?
The Packers have the 3rd best odds of winning the Super Bowl right now. Well, that's just what I'm just telling you what the odds are. I'm looking at them right now.
Are you kidding me? You got to be joking.
So that's who they're saying the top 5 is. They're telling me to take out the Bucks. The Bucks are still all the way down here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9th, or I guess tied for 8th place at 19-1. They have the Bucks there with the Broncos, and Chargers. That's who they think they run with.
That's a couple more teams that, everybody's just sitting there with 2 losses. Like, the NFL's wide open right now.
Cody, who'd you swap out for instead of the Packers and the Steelers?
8 Seahawks, 7 Rams. I can't get rid of the Rams. I like the Rams. I just love the Rams.
Let's do a little quick housekeeping. Let's see here. Add these up, Bubba. You ready?
Nope.
Okay.
I can get it.
Sam, add these up. Bills, Lions, Vikings, Texans, Cardinals, Raiders. How many wins those teams got?
I mean, that was just way too fast, and that was not the format that I was thinking that you were going to do it
I
in.
know.
Give me the win total for each team.
That was the joke. Sam.
Still no respect for the Colts from you.
No damn respect for the Colts. Look at who they've beaten, man.
The Dolphins
suck.
The Broncos.
Okay, the Broncos.
Good win. The Titans
suck.
The Raiders
suck.
The Cardinals
suck.
But they played the Rams close.
But they lost. You told me wins and losses matter.
Yeah, they do. Colts are at the Chargers this week.
I'd have the Colts in my MySpace top 8, but I don't have a MySpace top 8. I just got a power ranking top 5.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up with 8 and you only got 5.
Because you couldn't make a decision.
Yeah, that checks out. Story of my life.
All right, Sam. The Bills got 4. The Lions got 4.
Just go to the NFL standings, Sam.
No, that's where I'm at. The Vikings. How many wins the Vikings got? 3. The Texans. They got 2. The Cardinals. Oh my God, what a terrible pick. 2.
The Texans got 2.
The Raiders 2.
Are those your teams?
Yeah. What's that equal? You gotta have your mic on.
17, my bad.
Damn producer can't keep his mic on. All right, now for Sam's teams. The Eagles, they got 4. The Broncos, you got lucky there. They almost lost to the damn Jets. The Broncos got 4. The Bucks, wow, what a pick here, 5.
Whew.
The Falcons, they got
3.
The Steelers, wow, another great pick by you, 4. And the Titans. Wah, wah, wah.
1.
What do you got, Sam?
21.
Damn, you're beating my ass. All right, Cody's
21.
number 1 pick. The Ravens, they got 1.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
The Rams have 4. The 49ers have 4. The Bengals, 1. No, they got 2. Sorry. The Bengals have 2.
Try to sell me short.
The Bears have 3. Oh, how about this for a pick? The Jacksonville Jaguars 4. Good job by Cody.
Nice.
If you just just pretend like you picked the Jaguars first overall and the Ravens 6. How many has Cody got?
If you had told me the Ravens
18.
would be
18.
Still one ahead of you, and my best team has one win.
Yeah, my picks suck.
I can't.
I'm cooked. I'm cooked this year. I was pretty good last year at both the college football and the NFL, but I'm cooked this year.
I mean, the damn Ravens being 1-5 is a travesty.
All right, Bubba, the Chiefs 3. The Packers 3. The Chargers 4. Bad loss last night. The Commanders 3. Great pick by Bubba here on the Seahawks. The Seahawks, they got what, 4?
4.
And the Dolphins, they got 1. I cannot believe a damn Colts fan.
18.
A damn Colts fan. Imagine had you taken the Colts instead of the Dolphins. I told you to take the damn Colts. That's your team. And you were doing a whole C thing. Chiefs, Chargers, Commanders. The Dolphins would have fell. The Dolphins wouldn't have fell as good as the Colts did right there.
Why didn't you take the Titans?
Sam took them before I could.
Oh, he took them towards the end, didn't he?
Well, I'm talking about last pick. I'm not telling you to take the Colts in the top 3, Bubba. I'm saying your last pick. I imagine the snake worked where Sam took the Titans right before I picked the Raiders is how I imagine it works, but maybe I could be wrong.
At least no one was dumb enough to take the Jets.
So 18, 18, 21, 17. So I'm bringing up the rear. Yeah, I'm cooked. The Cardinals and Raiders suck.
I would just like to say if the Ravens, if all hell hadn't broken loose, I should be in the lead.
Yeah, well, I would also like to say that if I had not taken bad teams, if my worst teams were actually good,
who would have thought the Ravens would be 1-5? Come on. Lamar's been hurt.
I'm still buying the Bills, Lions, and Vikings long term. Maybe the Texans get it going. So I still buy my top 4. Sam's top 4, Eagles, Broncos, Bucks, Falcons. That's pretty good 4. Ravens, Rams, 49ers, Bengals. That's pretty bad 4, but
y'all are giving me a hard time for picking 2 NFC South teams.
Yeah. At the place you took them, but yeah, they both might end up winning double-digit games.
Still a lot of ball to be played, boys.
Chiefs, Packers, Chargers, Commanders. Swap out the Commanders for the Seahawks is pretty good 4. Okay. All right.
How are our college teams doing?
Find out after the break. Let's talk sports on Fanrun Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Karns High School quarterback Austin Slover. Slover led the Beavers to a 51-12 win over Morristown East last week, completing 22 of 31 passes for 302 yards and 4 touchdowns as Karns won its third game of the season. Karns High School's Austin Slover, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated, they can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Fanrun is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Give me the gun. A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fanrun Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fanrun Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Tuesday is usually our Brooks Austin day, but due to him and Cody's spats, that isn't happening today.
Oh, come on. That's not what happened.
He didn't like the way you talked about him. He said he couldn't do it this week.
I didn't like the way he talked about me.
But he'll be here tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We couldn't do it today. Had to do it tomorrow. So we'll do our usual film breakdown, look at Tennessee, Alabama tomorrow with Brooks Austin. Running through our college pick 'em. You don't have to. Our college playoff draft. You don't have to write anything down here, Sam. I got these down here ready to go. We'll run through Cody's teams first. Notre Dame.
Be all right.
Feels alive.
We'll be 10-2.
LSU.
Alive, but not feeling great.
Penn State.
Rip.
Miami for $3 might be the pick of the draft.
Yeah,
I'd say so.
Arizona State.
Not great.
So you got three that feel alive. We'll see about LSU, and
I don't think LSU is going to get there.
No, but I think Miami will, and I think Notre Dame, essentially will.
Could Arizona State still find a way to win the Big 12? Probably
nah, they got smacked by Utah, so I think they're cooked now.
Not looking good. I'll take 2. Hell, if I can get 2, that's respectable.
You had $16 remaining. Maybe you should have spent a little bit more money elsewhere.
Yeah, leaving money on the table probably not a good strategy. But
although when you get Miami for 3, all right, Sam, you got Utah for 8.
Lost to Texas Tech, but they're still in the mix for the Big 12.
Georgia for 60. They don't feel like a $60 team, but they still should make the playoffs. Are we betting on them to make the playoffs right now, Georgia? Like, would you still say yes to them?
I don't know, man. I mean, if they lose to Ole Miss, which is very possible, all they got to do is then lose a third game. They still got Texas on the schedule. I mean, I would bet on Georgia to make it.
Like, they're still going to be favored to make it, right?
I feel like even just the college football pundits would try and do anything to get Georgia into the playoff with a 3-loss schedule too. But I don't know.
Right
now, they do
seem
expensive for $60 right now, though.
Right now, they're minus 235 to make it.
They still got games. I mean, Ole Miss
plus 186 for no.
Ole Miss this week, and then they got Florida, neutral site, Mississippi State on the road, Texas, and Georgia Tech.
Oh my
at home.
God, mine is cooked.
What you got?
We'll run through the rest of Sam's first. Illinois at 6. No. Alabama at 20. And I got to say, maybe I take something back. Sam maybe with the pick of the draft. Indiana at $2. Indiana at $2 might be better than Miami at $3. I don't know.
Those are 2 of the top 3 teams in the country.
Yeah, right. I did terrible in this. Bubba, Ohio State at $52. Solid. Ole Miss at $10. Solid. Oregon at $9, solid. Texas Tech at $7.
Wow.
Bubba, pole position right here.
What's his last one?
His 5th one's SMU. So I don't think SMU is going to make it. But
no, but those other 4.
I think I feel very confident about 4 of those teams.
Way to go,
job
Bubba.
by Bubba.
Those are all in the top 10.
4 top 10 teams. Let's go.
Pretty good dollar values on those too.
Yeah, no, I mean, he got to keep $22. Maybe we should have drafted 6 teams this year. Then maybe I could have gotten one. Texas at $55.
Ooh.
Clemson at $26. South Carolina at $3. Boise State at $6. Tennessee at $1. Maybe?
Yeah.
You still got Tennessee and Texas alive. Texas could still do it.
If Tennessee gets in at $1, I feel like that's got, as having the lowest, value on there. Maybe I should get a prize or something. I don't know, but cooked otherwise. Absolutely cooked otherwise. Texas ain't getting in.
So none of us had A&M or Georgia Tech or Oklahoma, BYU. None of those teams in the top 15.
That was a terrible draft by me. South Carolina, what a terrible pick that was.
Yeah.
Did I not look at their schedule? Did I get caught trying to run up the bid and like $3? That might have happened because it was my 3rd team. Maybe I got caught with $3 and nobody bid.
So
I remember you and me going, I was like spending my last dollars trying to bid on Clemson, and then I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. I felt good when I had Texas and Clemson. I felt real good. I feel like I was trying to run the bid up on South Carolina.
You drafted the 2 teams that you were saying all offseason weren't going to be living up to the bill.
I know. I think that's because I was trying to hedge, or maybe I just thought I was trying to win the game. I don't know. But that's terrible value by me. My team's cooked. Texas, Clemson. Oh, my God. I might go 0 for 5. I need Tennessee to get in the playoff for multiple reasons now. I don't want to go 0 for 5. That'd be embarrassing. Let's just redraft. You guys want to redraft?
Do a mid-season redraft?
Yeah, let's just do a little redraft.
Does the first one still count?
Or let's do a little. Maybe we do a little waiver wire pickups. Come on, let me cut some teams. I'm in last. Come on, let's do it in the NFL too. Let Sam drop the Titans. You can drop your Bengals or your Ravens.
Yeah, we could redo it. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Let's just drop some guys. Let me get Texas A&M. Yeah. Let me get Texas A&M. Let me get who else you said we didn't have? Georgia Tech. No, I don't really want them.
Oklahoma.
No.
BYU.
I don't really want them.
BYU still in contention in the Big 12 there. I still feel okay about my teams. Not all of them. But
what a terrible job by me. I can't get over it.
Yeah.
I can't get over it.
It looked good on paper.
None of us bought into Texas A&M at all.
No, and I still don't want to.
I put them at number 1 in my tiers yesterday.
I mean, they've earned it, I guess. You gotta give it to them. On one hand, they've earned it. On the other hand, I look at them just winning 3 straight home games against Auburn, Mississippi State, and Florida. None of which I think are great teams.
No, but they at least beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, they went on the road and beat Notre Dame. Give up 40 points, but won the game.
Well, I've seen that their defense can get stops. I kind of like them winning a shootout too, because at least it tells you they can win a shootout if they have to.
Yeah, their next 3 are on the road though: Arkansas, LSU, and Missouri. They're going to stumble somewhere.
Who they got this weekend at Arkansas?
Yeah,
in Fayetteville, so they got rid of the neutral site nonsense. It's like, hey, let's just do some home and homes.
We need
Bobby Petrino's first home game. Do we think that interim coach bump continues? Because they're only 7.5-point underdogs, which, I mean, I think if this game was played with Sam Pittman as the coach, it'd be closer to like 12 or 13.
Yeah, we could really need Arkansas to do us a solid if we're trying to get rid of A&M. I mean, we're halfway through the season. They're undefeated, and we need them to take 3 losses.
Let's look at the SEC coming up the weekend that's on the schedule. We'll dive into that after the break. It's Talk Sports on Fanrun Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220.
Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court-martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
too low, just right. What do you think, Goldilocks?
I think too high.
Where's that game at again? Sorry.
Athens.
In Athens.
Too high, too low, just right. Yeah, they're not going to be 7.5-point favorites in Oxford.
If I had to pick one, I'd say it's too high. I think Ole Miss will come out with some fire after their performance against Washington State.
Shouldn't Georgia have this circled, though? Isn't this a revenge game? Isn't this one of those games you guys told me about last week with Tennessee, Arkansas?
Yeah, Georgia should have it circled. At the same time, though,
it's also a top five opponent. So, like,
here's another question that we need to ponder.
Okay,
is Ole Miss any good? Because schedule-wise, they're 6-0.
I've been on it, man. I've been telling you, I don't buy their performance. They didn't look good against Kentucky. I didn't buy that LSU win is very impressive. They struggled against Wazoo. So, like, if I had to pick, I would say they're good, not great.
They were a fumble away from losing to Arkansas, too.
I would say they're good, not great. I think Georgia should roll them, is what I think.
I just don't really see anybody rolling anybody these days. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to give me a touchdown with the hook, I mean, Georgia hasn't done anything that makes me think that they'll roll Ole Miss.
I do feel like we've seen a lot of games already in the SEC get decided like on that hook, like you're saying, Cody. 3.5, 7.5, whatever it might be.
Yeah, like on a given day, like I would trust Kirby Smart to be a touchdown better than Lane Kiffin. But, you know, seeing these two teams, like Georgia not looking totally lifeless at Auburn, losing to Alabama at home already, like I don't think they'll lose to Ole Miss, but I think I'd take Ole Miss to cover.
A lot of NFL spreads. A lot of spreads right there in that 2.5, 5.5 range because like it's almost like the odds makers are just kind of throwing their hands up. Like, I don't know, man. Missouri, 1.5-point favorites on the road at Auburn. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, Ole Miss might not be any good at 6-0.
Want to remind you, if you're a baseball coach or a softball coach, if you have anybody involved with the sport, Dick's House of Sport is putting on their Diamond Clinic tomorrow, October 15th. Tennessee baseball assistant coach Ross Kivitz, Lady Vol softball director of player development Aubrey Leach will be there to lead the evening alongside the Game Changer team. Attendees will gain hands-on instruction covering the fundamentals of the game, long-term player development strategies, and takeaways that you could take back to your team and implement to make them better if you're involved with the sport. Bubba, you're a softball player. You might need to go learn this to teach your team. You can learn more at dickssportinggoods.com. Your softball team win that damn championship if you go learn and take back things to implement into the team. You know? You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hour 2 in the books. Sam, you got trivia ready to go for hour 3?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's better than last week. Hour 3 coming at you. It's Talk Sports on Fanrun Radio.
Take Fanrun Radio with you on the all-new Fanrun app. Just search for Fanrun Radio wherever you download your apps.
Ready to launch your career? Axel Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axel proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axel, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axel Logistics is the place to start your career.
Whether you're heading to work, taking the kids to school, or planning your next road trip, your car needs to be ready for the ride. Hi, I'm Russell Smith, and I've been a customer at Matlock Tire and Auto Service for about as long as I've been driving. For me, it all comes down to trust. Look, I'm not a car guy, and I just don't want to get taken advantage of on car maintenance costs. Matlock Tire Service is a family-owned and operated business, and they wouldn't have made it this long if they hadn't been providing trustworthy service you can depend on. They're the home of the price match guarantee, which means you can bring in any competitor's ad, and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. I've bought a lot of tires at Matlock over the years, and I always go there for my oil changes. You should too. They've got locations in Farragut, Hardin Valley, Lenoir City, Maryville, and Athens. Visit their website, matlocktireservice.com, to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment. Tell them Fanrun Radio sent you. Honest service, quality work, dependable care, Matlock Tire and Auto Service.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fanrun sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power Rankings, Tuesday Trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen, ayy. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10, ayy. Morning booming from 7 to 10.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. The month of October, Fan Run Radio is giving away a big-ass box. What's in the box? Well, you're going to want to find out. We were giving away thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stuff in the Fan Run box. You've been able to earn entries throughout the first couple weeks by coming to remotes, coming by and seeing us at SM Athletics on Fan Run Friday last week. Shout out to everybody that came by for that. Multiple social media stuff. We're going to do another one today on YouTube. So stay tuned. We'll tweet out instructions. I'll post a YouTube video later. Just keep an eye on it. Go like, comment. Make sure you're subscribed to us across all social media platforms. All right, Cody, let's hit some Hour 3 headlines. Give me that box of headlines. Come on, man. Give it to me.
Thank you, John. The Penn State athletic director said that James Franklin's big game record played a role in his firing. I'm here to win a national championship, said Pat Kraft, and I believe our fans deserve that. Did you see his statement? He was pretty fired up about it.
Well, his neck is on the line now.
So, like, if he's pumped up about it, he needs to be. Like, he's got a lot of pressure on him to deliver the goods.
He said, this is not a 3-game thing. This is really diving into where we are as a program. What is the trajectory of our program?
You can't argue it's on the rise at this point.
He said a decision had to be made. Football is our backbone. We have invested at the highest level. With that comes high expectations. Now is the right time for this change. I believe a new leader can help us win a national championship. Someone who will attract elite talent, retain players in the NIL era, and make Penn State a destination. He's taking a gamble. You know, it's kind of similar to when Georgia fired Mark Richt, and brought in Kirby.
It's not as extreme as Mark Richt had won, multiple SECs, right?
Yeah, he did.
But also, like, I think we all knew deep down Georgia was a ticking time bomb with the, fertile recruiting grounds there. I don't know if Penn State's exactly that, but yeah, it's pretty similar. Pretty similar. We'll see if they land a Kirby Smart or else if they'll go and land a couple losers that give them a step back. The good news is for them is, like, I don't think the coach would have to be very good to win against that schedule and in that conference.
Well, Matt Rule professed his love for living and working in Nebraska and trying to return the Cornhuskers to the upper echelon of college football, says ESPN. That said, he did nothing Monday to shut down speculation that he could be up for the Penn State job.
Apparently him and Penn State's AD are like best friends in vacation together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That might be a little worried if I'm a Nebraska fan.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you're a Nebraska fan, you're pretty happy with Matt Rule. Matt Rule does a good job of building things. I don't know if he's a good guy to get people over the hump. Like, I don't view him as a championship level coach. I don't know if any of you guys do, but, like, built Temple up, built Baylor up in the process of building Nebraska up. Like, I give him credit for being a builder. Penn State's already built. They need an elevator. They need somebody to get them over the hump. I'm not sure that's him. Also, I'm not sure if I would fire James Franklin and bring in somebody as boring as Matt Rule.
Yeah, it feels like you need more of a splash to me.
Yeah, if you're going to fire James Franklin, there is some pressure now on the AD to deliver a big name, but also to deliver somebody that's going to actually win those games that James Franklin couldn't win. Get a championship. I applaud Penn State for making the move. That doesn't mean it's going to work out, though. Sometimes you make the right move and you don't get the right result.
Arch Manning says of harsh criticism he received the first half of the season, it's free speech. That's what's good about America. Everybody gets freedom of speech, and it doesn't bother me. I wasn't playing very well, and I'm going to continue to get better. Everyone can have their own opinion.
So that's a pretty good response by Arch. It's easier to say after you beat Oklahoma and kind of get your season back on track, but I think that's what you got to say if you're him.
What if I were to tell you that Tennessee's defense, when it comes to yards per play in the first half ranks 3rd in the SEC, but in the second half ranks 10th?
I would say that's
11th, actually.
I'd say in some of these, that's a game flow thing. That's like we were lights out in the third quarter. Like, I thought the halftime adjustments were pretty good in the third quarter against Arkansas. Now, fourth quarter was bad, but I think that was because we had a 17-point lead. I don't know.
Steve Sarkisian on the firing of James Franklin says, a year ago, they're a Final Four team. They're in a dogfight to go play for a championship. 15 days ago, they're a play away from being a top 2 team in the country. Now he's no longer the head coach. That should just tell you about the business we're in.
Who said that?
Steve Sarkisian.
You better be careful, buddy. You better be counting your lucky stars you beat Oklahoma. Or else you would have been sitting on a hot seat too, buddy.
The seat's never quite cold, is it?
It shouldn't be. Hell, I mean, Sam, you saw some of Josh Heupel's presser, or at least listened to some of it. I thought he got pretty snappy with the media yesterday. not so much like in a negative, like I'm a jerk type of way, but just like hey, there's a lot of pressure here because I think Heupel probably feels a little bit of that too. It's Alabama week, but it's also like, hey, it's not acceptable to go down there and get embarrassed this week. Like this is a game you got to go down there and win, boys. Especially after struggled a little bit this season, which is funny because we're 5-1, but it's felt like a struggle at times this season.
I feel like too maybe the parity around the conference is kind of starting to dawn on some of these coaches too. Is like in years past, it was starting to come to fruition a little bit more, but now it's like, hey, we always said it as maybe kind of a cliche, but even the Arkansas and the Vanderbilts aren't the easy wins anymore, and Mississippi State and stuff like that.
It's more and more like the NFL.
What do you think about the comparison of this year so far to the year 2023 in terms of the schedule and where you're at as a team?
Tennessee?
Yeah, and I'm not saying this team. I think Joey Aguilar is a hell of a lot better running his offense than Joe Milton. But you remember that team was 5-1 going to Alabama?
Sure.
And it didn't feel great?
Sure.
You just had a close home win over Texas A&M. You had that win against South Carolina. I mean, I think that team had some moments where it looked a lot worse, like Austin Peay. Like you didn't look good at all in that game. But you had hammered South Carolina and you had beaten Texas A&M and you were 5-1. You had a loss to Florida. This team's got a loss to Georgia.
The loss to Florida felt way worse than the loss to Georgia did, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I made the trip to Alabama that year, though, so at least I believed enough that we could win because if you remember, Alabama wasn't very impressive at that point in the year.
Are you making the trip to Alabama this year?
That's the plan. Alabama, to me, a little bit more impressive than they were in 23, I guess. Like I view this as maybe a more daunting task, I guess, but also have more confidence in Tennessee than I did in 23 because I do have more confidence in Joey. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, man.
You feel me, big dog?
Yeah. Katy Perry hints at a romance with Justin Trudeau. The
two people I could not care less about.
Yeah. The prime minister, the Canadian prime minister or former prime minister. Yeah, former prime minister.
Two people I could not care less about.
Not interested in their relationship?
No, not really. What I'm interested in is why Bubba had us muted last segment. Bubba, what the hell happened over there, man?
DMCA.
The what?
Copyright strikes.
The bumper wasn't 7 minutes long.
Some state of Texas.
He's just staring at me. He does that thing where he just stares at me. We're like that Diddy game show meme or talent show meme where they're just both just staring at each other.
Yeah, it was freaking me out. I had to carry on with a new headline.
We send everybody to YouTube. We try to get the freaks over there, and then they're muted for 7 minutes.
Some college teams in the state of Texas injury news. A&M's running back Le'Veon Moss is going to miss significant time. He's their leading rusher.
Okay. Bodes well for Arkansas's chances this weekend.
Yeah, Coach Mike Elko announced the injury Monday after he was out in the first half of the win over Florida. Says he's got to get looked at. It certainly will not end his season, but it's going to be a significant amount of time. And then at Texas Tech, up the road there in Lubbock, their quarterback is apparently day-to-day as they get ready to play Arizona State.
Okay.
Not sure what's going on with him. Morton says, yeah, day-to-day ahead of the ASU game. Did he get banged up, Sam? Do you know?
Yeah, I believe he did get a little bit banged up in that. I think he's been banged up for a week or so now, but just kind of playing through it. Just classic.
He had to come
out of the season injuries.
Yeah, he had to come out of the game for the third time this season, it says. The second because of hurting his right leg while getting sacked. So we'll see if he plays, see how he progresses.
Okay, anything else?
Not nothing significant, really. You got anything?
Oh no, we got Tuesday trivia coming up.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's pretty much it for football. I mean, the NFL and college football on this Tuesday. No basketball news that I can see, really. I mean, the AP poll, we kind of talked about that, Purdue, top of the preseason AP poll.
Purdue's number 1?
Yeah.
That's annoying. They're bringing everybody back.
I guess so, yeah.
I know Braden Smith's still there.
Oh, Bill Belichick called the UNC exit rumors categorically false. He commented on those reports from last week.
I ain't taking no reduced buyout. They're going to have to fire me. That's what he's really saying. Go find a different job and pay them $1 million to lose out? Absolutely not. They're going to have to fire me. And they're going to owe me my buyout too. Everything I read and everything I hear people talk about is just like how big of it's really not Belichick. That's the problem. They're blaming Michael Lombardi, his GM, failed NFL executive, Belichick's boy. They're all pretty much just blaming him, saying he's actually the reason that they're in such shambles. That if Bill will just get rid of his buddy and get a real GM in there, maybe they will be able to bounce back, figure stuff out.
Also looks like Alec Baldwin crashed into a tree. So yeah, that's about it.
Damn, just 1 week after his woman got kicked off Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah.
That's tough. She was pretty mad about that. She was pretty mad she got sent home. Tuesday trivia coming up next. Stay locked in on Fanrun Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fanrun Radio. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fanrun Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fanrun Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. inward half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Daddy needs a win in trivia and a fantasy win. Boy, do I. Hopefully, Sam's got some topics I can know the answer to. What are the trivia topics this week, Sammy?
Alrighty. Today's topics for Tuesday trivia.
Tuesday trivia.
Tuesday.
Come on,
Tuesday
Bubba.
Today.
Hit it with us.
All right. Come on, Bubba.
Tuesday.
All right.
Tuesday trivia.
Today we have inventors.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
General.
Oh, no.
Bowl game sponsors.
Oh, God.
Third Saturday in October.
I don't know anything.
Snacks.
Well, gave one to Cody, I guess, huh?
Yeah, you like snacks, too.
Not really. Like Kit Kats and Reese's. That's about it.
All right. Wow.
I'm cooked, chat. I'm cooked.
I'll go first. Should I go first or second? I'll go first. Third Saturday in October for 3.
Third Saturday in October for 3. Alabama holds the longest winning streak in this rivalry at 15 games. What is the longest win streak for Tennessee?
Oh, that's a tough three-pointer to have to hit a damn number right on the damn number.
It was too easy last week.
I didn't say that, for the record. You could have kept my questions at the same level. Man, it's right around like 8, 9, 10. Oh, what was it? We beat them in 95 in the 90s, but we lost somewhere in there. We won like 8 of 10 or something, but the number I had in my head was 9, so I'm gonna say 9.
You would be looking for 7 from 95 to 2001.
Yeah, okay. Well, darn.
Give me snacks for 3.
Which brand is credited with introducing kettle cooked style in the 1980s?
Lay's?
Wow.
Cape Cod.
Alrighty. Gonna be a tough one. Bowl game sponsors for 3.
Who is the newest sponsor of the Arizona Bowl?
Jeez. For 3? Arizona Bowl. I don't even know what conference affiliation that is. I don't even know. Was that a Mountain West game versus Pac-12 or something? I have no idea. That's something based out of Arizona. And you got like State Farm Stadium.
We're cooked, chat.
Cheese it.
Nice. That's right.
Snoop
Psych.
Dogg Gin and Juice.
Psych. Give me, I'll do General. General for 3.
What is the rarest blood type in humans?
Oh, come on.
AB negative.
Correct.
Oh, wow. Nice. Let's go.
I thought it was O.
No, that's the most common.
Okay.
Let's go. That's a big pull.
That is a good pull.
That's a good pull. Let's go.
Third Saturday in October for 2.
What was the final score of the infamous 2009 Tennessee-Alabama game?
12-10.
Correct.
Give me inventors for 3.
Inventors for 3. Who invented the first automobile powered by an internal combustion engine?
Telephone. Oh no. Read the question one more time. No, basically it's just engine. Basically, car
powered by an internal combustion engine. Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, it feels like this isn't my answer, and I got my eyes closed, so I'm not looking for your reaction, just for the record. Whenever you asked, I was like, "Oh, duh, it's Henry Ford." But then I was like, "Wait, is it Nikola Tesla?" I feel like he did something with that, which is why they named the car the Tesla. But oh God, is Henry? I mean, like last week, Henry Ford would have been a 3-pointer for Sam, but these 3-pointers so far ain't been that easy. Oh, this is gonna sound really stupid. Give me Tesla.
Right line of thinking, wrong brand. Carl Benz.
Okay. Either way. Who?
Carl Benz.
I'm guessing
like
that
Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of him.
Okay.
His name's just Carl? The Mercedes-Benz is named after somebody named Carl?
Carl Benz, baby.
Okay. Well,
he must have had a partner, Mercedes.
at least it wasn't
somewhere down the line.
He's in love with a woman named Mercedes. All right. Well, at least I don't feel bad. If it had been Henry Ford, I'd have felt really dumb. But all right. Fair enough.
Let's go with snacks for 2.
Snacks for 2. Which brand introduced Twinkies in 1930?
Hostess.
Correct.
I'll try snacks for 4.
Andy Caps is a savory snack brand made to look like what food?
Why the hell would I do snacks for 4 if I couldn't do snacks for 3? All right, read that one more time, Sam, please.
Andy Caps is a
Caps?
Yeah, is a savory snack brand made to look like what food?
Andy Caps makes a snack that looks like what food? What would you want something to look like? Chocolate, bread, dog, cake.
Watch out, dog is a snack.
Savory. What is savory telling me?
Ruh-roh.
Looks like fruit.
That would be French fries. That is hot fries.
Okay. Probably going to regret this, but we're going to try bowl game sponsors for 2.
Beginning in 2014, who is the sponsor of the Orange Bowl?
Beginning in 2014. At one time it was FedEx. At one time it was Capital One. What is the sponsor of the Orange Bowl now? Tennessee just played in the damn thing. I'm going to say Capital One.
That is correct.
All right.
Give me inventor for 2.
Inventors for 2. Who invented the sport of basketball?
Telephone. James Naismith.
Correct.
All right. 6-5. I'm ahead heading into round 6. General for 2.
General for 2. Which country was the first to reach the moon in a spacecraft?
Well, I know it was either us or Russia. There's the whole thing about the race to the moon, and didn't we say we won it? But did they get there first, like with a monkey or something? Damn. I feel like this is a 50-50. We were the first with the man on the moon. Didn't China have a monkey too? Maybe. Russia?
Soviet Union, are you going to count that?
Yeah, that's fine. What was the question?
Jeez.
Which country was the first to reach the moon in a spacecraft?
Okay.
What in the hell is going on?
You gotta mute your
I'm
computer.
trying.
What were you over there? What were you over there hitting that made your computer change? What are you doing over there?
Well, I was trying to hit the backspace I was trying to hit the 8 and I hit the volume thing.
All right, give me bowl games. Nope, hold on. Give me, man, what do I want for 4? I don't feel good about any of these categories. Give me third Saturday for 4.
What was the last year Alabama and Tennessee both wore their primary color uniforms in the matchup against each other?
Right on the dot.
I'll give you like 5 years if you want.
Well,
No,
we had to have that established.
You'll cry about that.
I would cry about that.
Give me 67.
Close. 1970.
Well, you said I get 5 years.
That was not built into the question.
Yeah, but he added it to it.
It's not fair.
I know, for me.
I'm sorry, but that was not the question.
You're not going to give me that? He said within 5 years.
I'm not giving you
what
that.
What do you mean? He said within 5 years.
5 years is too much time for a 4-pointer. He already had it built in. He already had the question, and then he just decided.
The way he asked is the way it's asked.
He decided spontaneously, I'll give you 5 years. Like, he already had the question. I mean, that
whatever.
count,
if it makes you feel good, that's fine.
It should
no, it's
count.
fun. It's fun.
It will work the same way the other way.
It's fun. Whatever.
Let's go with third Saturday in October for 1.
Which Tennessee wide receiver scored 5 touchdowns in the 2022 matchup?
Jalen Hyatt. I left the door open for you.
That's going to get a 1-pointer right here to win. Is that right?
No, you got to get a 4-pointer to tie.
It's 9-9. What do you mean?
Come
on. Give me bowl games for 1.
Really? You're really going to do that?
It's 9-9. What do you mean?
It's 9-5.
Bubba, what do you think? He said within 5 years. I'll let you be the
He
arbiter.
did it spontaneously.
Bubba,
when
what do
you
you
were
think?
like, oh my God, I got to get it right on the year. And he's like, all right, I'll give you 5. That's not how this works.
Bubba, what do you think, Bubba? I'll accept your judgment here.
Sam, is it written down on the prompt?
It was only just a specific year on the prompt.
Yeah.
Upon a further review, Cody's call stands. No points.
Give me. I don't know anything about bowl game sponsors anymore. Give me general for 4.
Which continent has no active volcanoes?
Oh, he's got a 1 in 7 chance. Oh no. Actually, like a 1 in, because you would know that we have one. Oh God. It's like Russian roulette.
This is tough. Russia or Africa or Australia or Antarctica or Europe.
I think I'd go with Russia.
Or Asia. Europe.
Timer's got to be clicking down at some point here.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Whatever. Give me
Cody's just on pins and needles hoping he doesn't get this.
Give me Africa.
Wrong A, Australia.
I was afraid he was going to say Australia.
Rats. Well, congrats on arguing your way to a victory.
Another good game, man.
That's
what
sad.
was third Saturday for 5?
What was General Nealon's coaching record versus Bear Bryant?
He never lost to Bear Bryant. Bear never beat the General. 6-0?
5-0-2.
Ah. Cool.
That damn Australia.
I was afraid you were going to
snacks
say
for
that.
5.
Say what? What do you say?
Snacks for 5, anyone?
Yes.
First launched in the UK in 1960. What was the original name for Starbursts?
No clue.
Opal Fruits.
Oh, I have heard that before.
Opal Fruits?
Yeah, I have heard that before. I don't think I would have gotten there, but I have heard that before. I should have stuck with that. That's cool.
I think that sounds cooler too.
No one would go buy it though. You want some opals? Nah, bro.
Kind of sounds healthier.
It definitely does sound healthier. It definitely sounds healthier. What was the one thing you said? What was the brand? The what? The fries? What was that one?
Andy Caps.
Andy Caps. Oh, Andy Caps.
I know about hot fries, but I didn't know. I wouldn't know the brand of it.
Obviously can't say hot fries when I'm talking about what is it designed after.
What was Taylor Swift's announcement today?
She's pregnant.
Is that true?
No.
Let's go to break. Let's talk sports on Fanrun Radio.
You're locked onto Fanrun Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Track's batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at boknowshouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fanrun sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
On Taylor was that I got such a problem with this, that she is the first person ever to occupy the entire top 10 of the Billboard Top 100. She has all 10 spots on the top 100.
Oh, great. Good for her.
That's all just from like streaming data though. So like I don't like that. I don't think an artist should have all 10 songs on the Billboard Top 100. That's not how it used to be. Basically, that means that did you just have the album of the week? Did you just have the monster album that everyone's listening to? That's not what the Hot 100 is supposed to be. Like your throwaway songs are not even your album cut songs aren't supposed to be on the damn Hot 100. It's supposed to be the top 100 pop song, whatever. But also 4 million albums. She got credit for that too, which we talked about. The first solo artist in history to score 15 number one albums on the Billboard 200. So I mean, like she's just shattering all these records.
Yeah, there's a lot of filler in there, I'm sure, but good for her, I guess. The Opalite song I find it to be catchy and annoying at the same time, which I guess is good for a pop song. I guess that's kind of what you want from any good pop song, right? It's like, this is really annoying, but also I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like the Opalite song. That's a good one.
I don't know any of the other ones. I know there's the one about Travis Kelce's hog. That's about all I know about. Couldn't name another song on there. Oh, Life of a Showgirl, because that's the name of the album. And that's all I know.
Danny White came out and had comments on the football jersey having patches on them. He said, I don't know. I think it just depends on the resource opportunity. It depends on the brand. So that means we're getting the patches. I mean, everyone will. Everyone will.
I do think it's important that it's aligned with you don't want it to be something ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like have a damn M&M on your jersey.
No, it'd be pretty funny if it was just something that was completely like random that didn't have a relationship to Tennessee, but that's not the way it's going to be. Of course, it'll be something local or at least something regional that has a connection to Tennessee. I wonder if Pilot regrets doing the field. Like, hey, we'd have been way better off on these damn jerseys.
You think it matters?
What do you mean?
Think the difference for them would be
to do both, or
I'm just saying, is the jersey more lucrative than the field or something like that?
I would think the jersey would be worth more than the field because, if you're thinking about it, Sam, here locally, we know that it's preserved by Pilot. We notice the thing on the field, but when you're watching the game, you don't really notice it, right?
Mm-hmm. I think that's fair.
At least I don't. But you would see the patch on the jersey pretty much every time they're in the huddle, every time they're lined up. I mean, for basketball wise, every time they're at the free throw line, like that. Maybe that wouldn't trump the Food City Center, being in the Food City Center, but just the nonstop times you see it. I used to think of watching basketball. I'd think of Oklahoma City having the Love's gas station or truck stop on their jersey. To me, matters more than what the name of their arena is. That's not always the case. For the Lakers, hey, Staples carried a lot of name recognition when it was the arena versus the jersey patch, but. every picture you see of football players will have that patch in it now. You know what I mean? Like every image you see from games, you'll see that brand. So I think it has so much more hang time and so much more like awareness with it.
The logo will be smaller, but you would see it more often on TV. But how much do you count for the 100,000 people in the stadium? That because everybody sees that pilot clearly the whole game.
Yeah, but it's not going to trump the millions of people that see it on TV.
No, but with the 100,000, I do feel like it probably gets more ingrained in your mind when you're just staring at the field.
I don't know if I think to John's point, it's once you're just watching the game, you're not really like, oh, look at that sponsor logo on the field. You're just kind of looking at the play on the field.
Yeah, whenever I was in the stadium, for the Georgia game, now, I wasn't very high to like look down the field. Some people sit up there where they look down the field. I was kind of like field level, so I couldn't really see it,
Oh.
Yeah, like I was so close that like it didn't really stand out. But like maybe from like the very top of the stadium.
Some of us see it clearly from the
maybe at the very top of the stadium you look down and see the pilot thing on it.
But
the
upper level where we can't get to our seats.
Yeah, downfield level, like you couldn't really see it. But I will say like the pilot on the scoreboard, you see, or not the scoreboard, but the press box.
I tell you who else didn't see it, and that was all those people in those empty seats there at the front from the 10-yard line down to the other 10-yard line, staring right at the field because they weren't there.
Well, I think it just proves what I was saying all week about it not being a big game, huh?
I think a lot of those people are missing for big games too.
Nah, they're there for big games. Everyone wants to be there for big games. So, yeah, Denny White, we're going to get something on the jersey, and he basically is saying that. It's just depends on the fit, depends on how much money, which I think we all would say, well, as long as it's not a company that is completely random that we don't like, combined with it being a lot of money for people, I think most people just fall in line.
Have you seen Williams' latest rage bait?
What's Williams' latest rage bait?
The Jeremy Bernard, the Bama wide receiver, says it's a field of dreams for us to have an opportunity to go against man-to-man coverage, Tennessee. They give you a lot of yards for us to have an opportunity to go man-to-man. It's a field of dreams.
We'd rather go man, right? Like you guys don't like zone, correct? It's so funny that I just don't think we like anything because like when we ran a bunch of man against Georgia, it's like, why not just drop in zone? And then against Arkansas, we were in zone. It's like, why didn't you just play more man?
It doesn't matter what we run. I mean, we've got the worst pass defense in the SEC.
Is that accurate?
Yeah. I mean, just statistically.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to be accused of being a box score watcher, but
no, but I think you've made it clear you are.
Well, at some point, maybe the rest of you will come along that this defense is not great. I mean, it's opportunistic. I'll give it that. It's an opportunistic defense, but
we are last in the SEC in pass defense. Sorry. We are last in the SEC in pass defense.
When you're 10th in the game in game control, I guess that's how it goes, though. When you get a lot of game control. I saw that stat that we're 10th when it comes to that. So
I guess so, man. I just feel like giving up all these yards, it's going to bite us in the ass.
Oh, no, yards.
Well,
who cares? It was only 17
what
points
you want
until
with
the game was over. Oh, yeah. Yards.
Say what you want with your new age metrics and all that, but when you're getting gashed in the run and the pass, at some point teams are going to score. We're not great in the red zone either. We're giving up too much as a defense. And yes, they keep making plays, but how sustainable is that to get that key sack on third down every time and to force that fumble when you happen to need it most? Like
in our 3 SEC games, it's the offense that's let us down. It's the offense that's let us down in all 3 of our SEC games. No one wants to point that out. It's all about the defense. Yeah, we hate Tim Banks. Yeah. It's the offense that let us down against Georgia.
Well, last week you came at me for saying, for the pointing out the people that made the point that the offense only scored 27 points.
No, I didn't come at you for that nearly as hard as I came at you.
So you agreed with that?
Not for you. I said,
you didn't act like you agreed with it.
I think the offense definitely got outplayed by the defense in Starkville, 100%. I had much more of a problem with you coming in and pointing out the defense after they forced They scored 2 touchdowns themselves and gave up.
If you can't see that we got a problem with our defense, I don't know what you're watching.
I'm not saying we do or don't. I'm just saying the offense is the one that let us down in all 3 games in the SEC so far. The offense is the one that got outpaced, and at least 2 of those, and in the third one against Georgia, the offense disappeared for 2 quarters and then couldn't put the game away when the defense gave them a turnover on the 30-yard line. That's all I'm saying. No, everyone loves the offense. They love Joey. They love Josh, and they hate Tim Banks, and they hate the defense. But I just want to be fair and say, hey, against Georgia, the offense disappeared for 2 quarters. The defense gave you a turnover on the 25, 30-yard line, and you went 3 and out. Kicked a field goal. Your offense couldn't put it away, just kick the game-winning field goal. So, I think both the offense and defense kind of struggled against Georgia, don't get me wrong, but the offense was the one that couldn't make the plays to win the game. Against Mississippi State, the offense was really bad. And against Arkansas, again, I thought the offense was given ample opportunities to put the game away, and the defense had to bow up 4 straight times in the third quarter until they finally took control of the game. That's all I'm pointing out. I'm just trying to be fair.
Well, there's obviously nuance to it. I mean, every game has its different plays on offense and defense that affect it. Like there's blame to go around, but this defense, I'm telling you, is wide open in the middle of the field for Alabama. And if they don't do something this week, this is going to be the week that bites us, because you're not going to keep getting those opportune plays. It's just, you can't sustain that.
That's fine, and I don't disagree, but just coming at me with passing yard stats, like the 130 yards in the fourth quarter for Taylon Green, when they're down 17, okay, but that's cool, I guess, but that doesn't really impact the game.
No, but it's every game. I mean,
Mississippi State didn't do anything in the air, man. What are you talking about?
Well, if we're not getting torched in the pass, we're getting torched in the run. Overall, I'm telling you, the defense is they're giving up too much, and it's not just yards; it's points too. It's red zone stuff. I mean, we've got to get better at that.
Now, if you want to tell me the red zone defense could be better, I'll listen to that. I'll listen to the red zone defense.
It's all around
getting a little bit better. That they need to be better there for sure.
That's what I mean. In my opinion, it's all around. Is what I'm saying. It's all of it.
Well, just keep the same energy with the offense then.
Well, the offense is not going to score on every drive. I mean, it's got its
defense has to get a stop every drive, but the offense ain't got to score every drive.
I say the defense got to get a stop.
That's the way you're acting.
You think I'm expecting a shutout?
That's the way you're acting.
No.
I mean, you gave up 370 yards against Mississippi State. That's a pretty good game in today's college football. No, is that not a pretty good game yards wise? 370.
I mean, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so it's not every game. They gave up 370 to Mississippi State.
Well, again, it's not just about the yards. It's all encompassing.
All I'm asking is keep the same energy. That's it. Both sides of the ball need to play better if you're going to beat Alabama. I think we both agree there.
Well, I'd say so, yeah.
Both sides of the ball are going to have to play better. Bubba, what did we miss today other than the mute button on the video at the end of hour 2? And all the trivia questions I missed.
We've missed Lady Vols news as Talasia Cooper named to the All-SEC second team.
Okay.
And Lady Vols are expected to finish 4th.
I mean, a pretty good finish in the SEC. I mean, there's some good teams there. Some really good teams there.
Speaking of SEC women's basketball, Chloe
Finishing 4th in the SEC for the women would, I assume, put them back in the top 16 where you are getting home court advantage for the first 2 weekends of the tournament. I would say it'd probably get you to be a 3 seed as well. A 3 seed in the NCAA tournament if I was guessing, which would be a little bit of a step up from last year. So I'm excited to watch Kim and the girls play. We ain't spent a lot of time talking about them in the preseason, but I am excited to watch them get out on the court again. What else, Bubba?
We've got Tennessee playing at Kentucky for the 7th straight night game in Lexington.
Yes, that
7:45, I believe.
I mean, I think we're kind of our own victim there, just because we're Kentucky's only game that they care about, and we're at least somewhat of a TV draw. But Kentucky, I saw this breakdown from a message board person that was getting circulated, because we are playing Kentucky at night, and that sucks. Kentucky gets 53% of their home games at night.
Well, we already knew it was going to be a night game. Now we just know the TV channel.
We knew it 100% was going to be night the whole time. It wasn't flex. We knew it was night.
No, it was in the night window.
53% of the game, 53% of their home games are at night. This was brought up because Texas A&M is going to LSU in 2 weeks, and of course that's a night game. And someone pointed out that LSU, what do you think their number of home games at night are over the last 5 years? Their percentage?
65.
65.
If you're referring to that tweet from that Georgia fan, it was like 34-4 or something.
I don't know if
I
don't know if this is a Georgia fan or not. This is just a percentage too, so it wasn't like a breakdown. I don't know if you saw a different.
Well, it was like 90%. The thing I saw would have been
83%. LSU gets 83% of their home games at night, which seems a little unfair. Tennessee, for example, what do you think Tennessee's is over the last 5 years?
I don't
63.
remember. I don't remember.
63?
About half. Maybe, well, probably not even half. A little under half. We had quite a few last year.
31%.
Yeah.
31%.
Yeah, we get a lot of those middle of the day games, which is kind of the worst slot if you're, at least in terms of being able to watch the other games.
They just love propping up that damn LSU stadium at night. So, yeah, A&M was upset there. Now, look, I have less of a problem with it this go-around just because that is the marquee game, and the marquee game gets the night slot. I got less of an issue with it there. That's fine.
Nice to see Alabama getting a night game this week.
Well, that's the thing. We're the premier game. It wouldn't have been a night game if it was the old rules. We'd be at 3:30.
Yeah.
Pretty much every big road game now, if you're going to a good place and you're a good team, is going to be at night. That's the trade-off for the TV deal.
I don't like it, but it is what it is. There ain't no changing it. I mean, I miss CBS, but I miss that nostalgia.